Thank God.
Fuck me for thinking that you were gonna die. That's my bad. Fuck me for thinking that you were gonna.
Would you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam. I am. Dude. People around with enormous staff. Okay, here we go.
No.
Great. That was great. Here we go. Excellent bolts in. I forget all the words of all the names. Ability, auto attack. Oh my God, somebody died. Look at that speeding wheel. Uh-oh, there's a blank in the back line. Before they lives, though. Ooh, yes, absolutely.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this impromptu edition of the Low Budget LCS. I am your current solo caster, Papa Boa, Pablo Picasso Picante, Pick Peckle Pick Peppers. And we got an in-house going on right here. And seeing as I am streaming Menaces to Sobriety versus Silent Assassins Esports from Economy Group A in about an hour, I thought I'd just go ahead and stream this one too. So if you aren't familiar with our in-house operation, here is how it works. The teams get rolled randomly. So random rolls, random positions, random people. Out of whoever shows up in the call, there's a roll for it. If you want the roll, just kind of like, I don't know, DM me. At the risk of great personal trauma. So we have a lot here. I am just going to start making sense of the game. Some of you don't know is going to be actually scary. Players that I do know: Blue Moon Jelly, Quicksilver. Some of you don't know, Zebra is the main characters that I'm familiar with. Other members of the community have also joined. I apologize if I don't remember streaming you previously. Zebra, historically a jungle main, has been slotted into support. Some of you know, I believe, also mains jungle, but has swapped around a fair bit. You know, plays on the team that rolls all of the positions. Quicksilver, a AP Tom Kench top main. Gonna be going ahead, playing the Croc in the mid lane. So I am excited to see this. Kato 1000 with a good point. Who let them pick Silas into Malphite? Because, yeah, when you're Silas and you see Malphite picked up on the enemy team blind with how strong he is right now, especially, you are a very, very happy little mage thief. So being that I'm going to wait for my co-caster to join me here because I am just solo for now, I will love these chat interactions. In-house drafts are less researched and random rolls. It is very fun. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got XX Google XX is on the Amumu, and he will be tapping down with a full clear. Meanwhile, on the top side, SE Sense has gone for an accelerated 4-camp, looking to gank Quakecha, but just not quite going to be able to find it. Blue Moon Jelly came that wave a little bit too close to turret for the gank to be effective. Go ahead and look to steal away the Kruggers, but they won't be up. Who is doing that 5-camp? No invade available on the top side red either. Meanwhile, I am excited for this mid lane matchup because Renekton versus Yone sounds exciting. Oh, first blood! Blue Moon Jelly gets taken down by Quakecha out of nowhere. And SE Sense looking for something to do. While Euheimer going in, not going to do too much damage on the pullback, but here comes XX's first gank. Something to know in Raja, pushed up a little bit, not going to have the best synergy with the Sejuani support and the Ezreal AD carry. Let's see what happens here. Here comes Skoogle. They're going to find the Vantage Toss onto Raja, and Raja is going to be in trouble as that red gun goes hard. Flash over the wall will not be available, and the boar will fall. Meanwhile, SE Sense is going to look for a gank in onto the mid lane. Flash away from Quicksilver. Knock up. Euheimer finds it, and they will trade kills. Meanwhile, Sumino Node getting taken down. Zebra flashing forward for the auto attack, and gets it done with the Ignite. You know, keep it up with the Cursed Arcane comments. I am loving it. The hit 2020 Netflix exclusive English anime based on popular mobile game Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Coming to theaters this fall. Oh, hey, you know what we gotta do? Even though the game is already going, I will set up a prediction, and you can predict at your own risk. Team 1 or Team 2 gamers, you get 2 minutes. Have fun. Alright, we do see the spicy mid lane matchup. Our next one is going to be going in. Heimer trade a bit back to get that Q1. And now Quacha has managed to bully this Malphite, getting that wave in underneath turret. Is almost going to be level 6. Malphite will have to watch out for that, as I believe Quacha might have a little bit of that experience advantage, as they do have a solo kill. A little less farm though, so they have not. Quicksilver going to be found with bandage toss, and Heimer instantly going back in with the E. A little bit of bait and switch. Second bandage toss is found, but not going to be enough damage before the E finishes off. So what started as a really smart gambit there from Heimer, sort of baiting that they were going to be leaving before the bandage toss goes back in, and using that E to close the gap distance, is going to end up biting them in the ass, as they're not quite going to be able to find the kill in the back of that one. But now Raja going in, but some of you don't know, trying to fire the artillery from behind, and they managed to get it. Now Zebra going to be the next one, potentially on the chopping block, but that is one healthy bird general. He's just going to be able to chill out here. Hopefully underneath this turret, although Ezreal poke can be quite brutal. Alright, chat. I don't just want you to bet your schmeckles, I want you to tell me why they win. As we do see Skoogle X is going to find Q1 and SE Sense. Viego in the mid lane is going to be collapsed on. You didn't have the mid priority. We're actually going to be here a little bit late, but Skoogle is looking very tasty. Blue Moon Jelly uses the ultimate to get out of there. And now Quicksilver is the solo menace, but they are menacing indeed. Heimer eating forward, looking to do the damage, but they're going to get shut down. And now Skoogle's going to be the next one on the menu, as Quacha is out of mana. Quicksilver putting in an absolute dominus performance here in the top river. Teleport going to be used here from Quacha. So they're just going to be able to get out of dodge underneath turret recall at the same tempo with Mr. Skoogs. Well, on the bot side, SV Sense and company have managed to read this play. So they say, hey, jungler's top side, we will take the dragon. However, Zebra, being an experienced jungler himself, go ahead and send that W onto Drag Pit. Did get vision on it, so they knew it was happening. You can't bet because both teams are stacked. Bet on Team 1 because I think Team 2 is going to win. Yeah, that's the Buggle way of betting. You bet against your own self-interests, and then hopefully you make money because you're cursed. Ah. Or Quacha. Let me guess. Is it? Good notice. Ooh, Quicksilver going to take it a little bit low. E from all the way across the rift. A bit of damage here on Rock. Ult not quite available just yet for either of them. No, Blades Ultimate, is it called Unstoppable Force? It is called Unstoppable Force. Cool. Let's see, we've got Unstoppable Force. Heartbreaker. As, oh, hang on, Quicksilver going to be taken incredibly low underneath the turret. Will drop the Ignite there onto Heimer. Not quite going to go down. One more rotation like that, though, and the Croc will surely be turned into a belt or a purse or some other kind of haberdasher accessory. Okay, we got Unstoppable Force. We've got Heartbreaker. We've got Dominus. We've got Arcane Barrage, and we've got Glacial Prison. Dominus is going to be proc to keep him alive, but it's not quite going to be enough. Heimer will trade back here, and Raja takes the kill from their mid laner. Although, technically speaking, you get more gold if you have an assist, so you could really say they're just upping the gold econ for their whole team. I don't know. Are you griefing your mid laner, or are you just increasing the global econ? Huh? Huh? Tell me. Raja could be hiding in alcove here. Some of you don't know, not wanting to go too far back. But Zebra going to flash forward. Root is going to land, and someone you don't know is going to be in trouble. And the Moonlight Vigil lands good and true, and the boar was not there, and the boar is down. The crescendum sound like a concerto. And so Sejuani's going to fall. Now you do have this really potent, strong Aphelios here. 1 and 1. with the Noon Quiver. Also has a Cull. A little bit of a greedy boy as well. Oh, hang on here, though. You got an instant double knock-up, and Ewheimer's going to get absolutely slaughtered. X-Google was looking to come in his assist, as was Quakeja. They might take the fight as it is. Unstoppable Force now going to be taken up with the hijack. But SC Sensei uses the Yone skills to find a good amount of damage on Skoogle. Skoogle's going to have to run away, meaning SE Sense can likely get this Herald for free. Oh, flash over the wall is going to find the stun! That wasn't on vision. That was just on instinct. SE Sense gonna take the body of his counterpart and look to pick up this crab with a kill in the pocket. No, I haven't ever seen Ezreal Sejuani either. I feel like Swain Aphelios makes a little more sense. Although I feel like likely both. Again, everyone here is auto-filled. This is an in-house. This is pure chaos and insanity. So, we're going to have Herald starting him in here, but Quicksilver going to do a bunch of damage there on Ewheimer as he goes in. Raja misses the ultimate from over the wall. It's not going to matter too much as they're going to be able to use the Herald to get quite a bit of Earthquake. Wild. Shh. What's that? Skoogle. He's hiding in the bush. As I believe... Oh, now we see... Neo in the bot lane, still just going to be chilling. No longer has a shutdown here on this Aphelios. Dragon coming up in 46 seconds means that Red Team 2 are going to go ahead and get Vision set up for this one. Innovation that excites. Okay, Little, which bot lane would you be more likely to run? And tell me why it's Ezreal Sejuani. I mean, the Sejuani... CC makes it very easy for Ezreal to land his skill shots. That's one thing. And Swain and Aphelios both want the kills. Ooh, Ewheimer going to be taken quite low. Q2 going to be able to get over the wall, but Quicksilver has the flash. But now Quakeja coming out and going to look onto the Croc. But Croc has Dominus, and you are going to take quite a bit of damage. Blade with the Ruined King already completed for the Wizard Lizard in the mid lane. Ewheimer going to go forward. He's going to actually use Exhaust on this one. Quakeja now going to do a ton of damage, but here comes the Heartbreaker. SC Sense will sense their teammates in trouble and go ahead and pick up a kill at the cost of this Drake.
Hi.
Hello. Everyone, please welcome my stalwart co-caster, the most holy caster in the low-budget LCS, Saint Valentine.
That works.
Ooh, and Blue Moon Jelly is going to go in. Useless Miwa has that shutdown back, and they give it away. So, I don't know if you have anyone who's in this game on yours can spectate it. I believe you might have Quicksilver or someone you don't know.
Yeah.
Or Blue Moon Jelly.
I'm currently spectating, but I have no idea what time in the game it is.
It is 13, 14, 13, 15, 13, 16, 13, 17, 13, 18, 13, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Thank you, my friend. You know, Sammy 2-Slap really wants to cut the count out of me. Badly. How do you feel about
urge
this?
for him to have. That's a weird thing. I feel like the count adds a lot, you know?
Oh, as we do see a little bit of a pincer movement happening here onto Quicksilver and onto Raja. Support mid looked for a play in the jungle, but they got collapsed on.
Yeah.
Here's my worry.
Yep.
If you take the count outside of a human host, what's the count gonna do? Because it's not like the count just goes away, right? He's gonna still be hanging around. He'll be saying stuff. He'll be, you know, doing things. So I just worry that, like, you know, if we don't keep the count constrained to counting, he's gonna, I don't know, form a brunch movement inside the Home and Garden bragging channel, and it's just gonna be pictures of brunch.
Yeah, which, while not the worst thing on the planet, you know,
We do see
I feel like
SC getting
the channels
CC'd locked to death. All right, please continue.
Yeah, that's tough. I feel like I'm not against brunch, but you know, the home and gardening channel only being used for brunch seems like a misuse of its potential.
Yeah, Quakeja going to take you pretty low, but I forget how much Silas heals. Now Zebra going to take a ton of damage, is low on the mana, but using the ultimate. Reija and some of you don't know, both flashing away there. Useless Miwa showing why they've got the power. Heimer, you Heimer going to be forced to go over the wall, but Quicksilver going to flash over. Dominus going to be Croc, so Fate Seal does not do much damage. Useless Miwa is now the target of the Croc, and Useless Miwa is going to fall. The Heimer's going to look to get the trade back, but that is one tanky crocodile, and the Reptilian takes it. Sandbag, the teams that are playing here currently are Team 1 randos versus Team 2 randos. This is an in-house of random community members who get rolled to play random roles and then fight.
It's great. It is just great.
Truly is a beautiful thing. I am wondering if Team 1's composition is going to be hampered by the fact that it is 100% AD.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Oh, SE Sen's gonna be in trouble. Flashes out of the Moonlight Vigil. I think. Hang on. What is Swain's ultimate called? I think that's the only one I don't know here.
Demonic Ascension.
Demonic
Ascension.
Because I know Unstoppable Force. I was doing this earlier. Unstoppable Force, Heartbreaker, Dominus, True Shot Barrage, Glacial Prison, Hijack, Curse the Sad Mummy, Fate Sealed, Moonlight Vigil.
Yeah. That's funnily enough, I've taken that. I'm sure you've taken it too. The ultimate quiz where it has you try and guess like which ult belongs to which character. And I think Demonic Ascension was the one I kept missing, so I've learned it because of that. At this point.
I see. Oh, Unstoppable Force gonna come over the wall here. Speaking of ultimates, onto Ymir? Oimer seems wrong.
Yeah. It's ooh, right? Like EU, like Europe.
Yeah.
See, the
Zebra and Silver are going to go in here. Curse the Sad Money and Demonic Ascension both going to be utilized. We're getting the ultimates out of here, boys. Quicksilver will go down, and they are going to feast on Crocodile tonight. Swamp Chicken going to be good. Looking for them. Rage are going to go in, and they're also going to get some Wild Boar.
That probably couldn't have gone worse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, it can.
Oh.
Listen, you gotta
Go
applaud
worse,
the
I
man
guess.
for looking for it, and they get aced from across the map.
Yeah, that's very unideal.
I do really want to build a League of Legends / LBLCS trivia, like... It would be really cool to do, like, Jeopardy style, where we have, like, one column that's, like, you know, this, like, pro play trivia, we have a column that's LBLCS history, and we have a column that's, like, you know, spells and abilities, so just, like, stuff in-game. What would the... Okay, so that's 3
That would
columns.
be very fun.
How many do you normally have? Like 5?
5. Yeah, 5.
What would the
We
other
do.
2 be?
Pro play. I think general knowledge would also be a good one. You know, so you can kind of throw like, oh, what is like stuff like, oh, you could do stuff like cooldowns, right? And like that type of like numbers knowledge, and then you could just have a column that's like random questions decided by the host, which I think is always a good decision to have in Jeopardy games.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Oh, we could always do the meme. Oh, hang on. Silas Ult's going to be taken. I mean, but Unstoppable War's going to be taken by the hijack. Blue and Jelly going to use theirs to get out, and let's see if Quaketra responds. No, they're going to get shut down. Reija going to actually be targeted by Velios here. Demonic Ascension going to be used. Let's see if the Flare will be recast. SE Sense will look to go out onto Oimer. SE Sense will get the reset, but now Skoogle is here. Curse the Sad Mummy is available. Going to be locked up. Useless Miwa does the damage on the back end, and now Blue Moon Jelly is forced to run for the hills. As the Lunar Weapon gets a double kill. Uh-oh. Brock going to be able to find Aphelios in the midst of all the chaos. Are they going to be able to do it? They will. Now Zebra is going to be the next DPS, but they do not have any mana. So Raja and some of you don't know are now able to assist, and there's so much work being done by this reptilian.
Yeah, no, this is very Quicksilver of him. I don't know. I really don't know how else. Waiting on the side to catch Aphelios is, yeah.
I thought he was just a Tom Kench player. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think he just, as far as I know, he just plays Tom Kench in every role. So I'm surprised to see such versatility and strength coming out here. Although maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but you know.
In my mind, Quicksilver is a 3-check, right? You've got the Tom Kench, which is what everybody knows about. You've got the Renekton. And then you have the Urgot.
Oh, Blue and Jelly is going to be able to go back onto Euheimer's Oimers. Bone going to be taken incredibly low. Will not be gotten, and now Rachel might be in a little trouble. First Bandy toss, not quite going to land. Zebra and Skoogle, not the most damaging duo, but they will get you over time.
That was a really good bandage toss from Skoogle to essentially negate the stun. But another thing is, the way Blue Moon Jelly got onto Euheimer is what I'm gonna go with.
Euheimer. I like Euheimer better because it sounds like we're talking about a Heimerdinger player in the US.
Precisely. But it was a Malphite ult to get on top of his clone, which I just thought was very funny.
I thought that happened, but I wasn't sure, so I wasn't just gonna call it out. I was like, so.
Well, I'm assuming it was like trying to catch the timing, so that as soon as he got there, he could like start channeling his ult. But it was just, it just did not work out.
Yeah, it was a prediction that wasn't correct. And you know what? That's probably most.
Yeah, happens to the best of us.
I would say the majority of predictions made by people are not correct. Would you say that's true?
I would agree, yes.
Although, well, think about, because there are people who their job is like forecasting things, right? So it's like, if there's a bunch of people who are making correct predictions all the time, does that balance out all of the like silly viewers who are like, it's gonna rain dogs tomorrow?
Definitely not.
Oh,
I think there's no way that like
DC Ram Cannon, or as I'm gonna say, PCR Am Cannon. Thank you for the Prime subscription, and thank you for the Pikachu emote. You know what you're going to do. For 16 months, nonetheless, you're going to go to the Denny's in Vermont, outside of Burlington, talk to our buddy Todd, pancakes, are enough. Alright, will Zebra live here?
Burlington?
Yeah, so I looked it up, because I've been telling everyone to go to the Denny's in the South, as Quake's probably going to get killed. I mean, Quake's probably going to kill Raja here. And Useless Mew gets taken incredibly low. Blue Moon Jelly is actually going to find it. But actually, meanwhile, while Quicksilver dies, I've been telling people to go to the Denny's that's in the south while Somebody Don't Know runs for his life. But really, the Denny's, I went back and I looked at the original trial documents for Schmecklegate. Those exist, by the way. And I found out that the address listed as the LBLCS's headquarters was in fact other Denny's in Vermont, because there are only 2 of them, and it is the one outside of Burlington.
That is amazing. Might be the greatest information I've received all day.
So that one could go in the LBLCS Jeopardy trivia category.
Absolutely.
Okay, where are we sitting at?
I just ripped.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I think it's very funny that the support Wayne. It's just very peculiar.
You cut out there. We heard. I find it very curious that support Swain something something something. It's very peculiar.
Oh, it's that the support matchup is Sejuani Swain. That just seems very fun to me.
It's pretty good. As speaking of Sejuani, she's going to go over the wall here. He's going to find a little bit of a knock up on the EU Heimer, a little bit of a stun. Zebra is going to use that demonic ascension again. Curse the Sad Mummy also going to be coming through. Zebra flashed away. Blue Moon Jelly forced to flash out quite as well. Some you don't know now coming in forward, but that's not going to be what you want. And Zebra was able to just absorb the entire fight.
Cat is yelling at me. I got very distracted during that fight.
That's a big move.
But Zebra's got a triple kill, so congratulations to him.
Oh. I'm actually, right now while I'm casting, I'm idly playing with a cat play. And I flipped it back over my shoulder, and then I felt some tension on it, so I believe I have attracted a cat of my own. You want to say hi to Broadcast? Alright, well, Schools is going to be potentially in the rough situation here. Of course, flash of the wall. Quicksilver does... I don't think Quicksilver has flashed defensively maybe once. They're going to be able to find their Sad Mummy and now Oimer.
Dominus. Yep.
Going down. Beaver, though.
It's too...
Does have this demonic ascension. Useless. Miwa taking so much damage. Somebody you know sniping it down for over the top.
That's real for you.
Unstoppable Force, Zebra.
They're just waiting for the demonic ascension.
Yeah. I mean, you saw what happened last time. They didn't respect it. Got a triple.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they made the right call. Zanya was down. They were like, you know, we just wait for the demonic ascension to end. He can't 1v for us.
It's like a Lowy ult. You're playing against a Lowy and she ults.
Yeah.
Just leave. She legally
Just
cannot
walk
force
away.
you to stay.
It's true. She can't. Yeah. This is a common occurrence.
Alright, well, give me your best top tier analysis here. Gold, even Dragons less so. Which team do you see taking the win here at the end of the day?
Am I allowed to do if statements, or do I just have to say who I think is gonna win?
Only if you can include it inside of a nested for you.
Well, yeah. I think Red Side will win. You've got a Wombo combo, and I think Wombo combos are very cool, and also easier to pilot. There's a lot of these fights where what is my doing? I don't want to know. It's like a lot of these fights. It's like Quicksilver comes in on a flank after the fight is over, and usually after the fight is lost. So I have a feeling that if that trend continues, it won't be too... Like, at some point, Renekton will stop one-shotting everyone.
True. It will happen. He does have Prowler's Claw. He is working on Armor Pen.
Yeah.
But it will eventually happen. I do hope this game ends in the next 5 minutes. Because otherwise, we're going to have to...
Yeah.
You know... Not
I think it... Technically, I find this game ending in the next 5 minutes a little unlikely. Maybe
going in
not.
for that money, going to be found on almost the entire team. Fate Seal is only going to find one there. Scoogle stays alive. Blue Moon Jelly does good work going on into the backside. Meanwhile, though, Quakeja also has an ultimate of their own, and Raja is going to be found. Zebra staying alive throughout the whole thing. Triple kill going over to EU Heimerdinger, aka Mr. Oimer. And they're going to claim Dragon Soul and hopefully try to end the game. Huh?
They're definitely... I don't think they'll be attempting to end the game here.
Okay, end the game.
Next fight,
next
though.
push. Next push. It does look like they might be positioning here potentially for Baron. EU Heimer is soloing the Drake down right now. And yes, there it goes. Useless Miwa is just going to go ahead and start this one up.
I mean, you're throwing on Felios, so might as well just start hitting it. You've got someone to tank it for you. Your jungler will be up for enemy jungler, so you know that's the game that you're taking. But the enemy team is so dead that I'm not gonna get here.
It starts with.
Oh, we are gonna
E4,
see an
E5.
Ezreal ult probably. No, we're not. Not gonna see an Ezreal ult.
Just gonna save it for the next fight. I don't hate that. I also don't know if they knew. Or no, they did. There was a ward.
No, they walked over a ward. They walked over
Yeah.
a ward, yeah. You know,
Boss
Phyllis
guy
walked over a ward
three.
and then didn't show up for the next.
Boss Guy 3,
3
aka
years.
Zelius 3. One of my new favorite game pages, the Labush LCS. Coming in with the "That's my jungler."
It is. Is that his jungle? I don't think Squeeble or Sense are on not in our walls. You might be a little confused. There's this
right?
crazy good support paper called A Zebra though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're confused. That's your support player. That's a support gamer.
Yeah.
And I hope they end the game in the next 3 minutes. Let's go.
Okay.
And
I hope.
Game.
Okay, I was banking on that hitting.
The game. So I don't
Fight!
feel
Fight!
bad.
Fight! Fight!
Fight!
Fight!
Fight!
Fight!
Now,
If they
Tom-
fight,
Yeah.
somebody's gonna get a big enough win to they be like, okay, we should go for game here. Surely.
That's true. They do have empowered minions, and they are knocking on this turret. So it's not impossible that we could see a game-ending fight.
If yeah, just
I don't think they're at the point where they can just dive the turret, though.
Okay. They're not, but they've got a cannon minion. They're gonna get this turret, and then they're gonna want the inhib, I'd imagine. So, unless Ezreal does like the smart thing and just starts queuing its cannon minion. Now, Amumu can tank that. Nope. They exactly didn't see it not to. Okay, they got another wave, another cannon wave too.
Nope.
This is good. This is good for us.
And we just see Silas going into the bot side. Quicksilver going to be taken incredibly low, and now the engage is going to happen in the mid lane. Raja is going to be taken down. It turns out they could dive the mid turret the whole time. The power was the friendship inside of you. Team 2 looking to maybe close it out. They're going to get an inhib. They're going to get another inhib. They have a wave. Will the game end here? 41 seconds on Quicksilver. Ultimate going down. EU Heimer going to be able to find the damage. A bandage toss. Catch says out. Someone you don't know. And surely this will be game in favor of Team 2. They did it. They did it just
Like
for us.
Jai's gonna back into P. Which I actually wouldn't doubt, but turn dive. It's good timing. It's like
Great.
perfectly right on time.
Really great timing. Really stellar timing. While I get set up here, let's maybe take an interview from someone who is in the winning team. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say in-house organization. Anyone from Team 2 want to interview briefly? All right. So now we do have actual match for y'all today. We have Menaces to Sobriety, one of my favorite team names, versus Silent Assassins.
Hello?
Hello?
All right, there we go. My internet died,
Huge.
which could be a reoccurring theme. So if at any point I just stop responding, give me a sec.
Sounds like a plan. They're getting into the next in-house already. So that's a good time. If you want to join the in-houses, I think they might be full right now, but stuff might be happening later on, you know? People might drop out. They always do. It is a good time. Quicksilver is the one who heads those up. Does a good job. So yeah, go ahead and go check those out. But if not, if you're more on the chill side of things tonight, we would love for you to join us for this stream. As normally when Roselle and I are up here, we also have, well, not all the time, but oftentimes we'll have the Mighty Fool. However, in this case, the Mighty Fool is going to be playing. I think Mighty is jungling for this team.
I think he has played a plethora of positions for his team.
Okay.
I think he's played a game of top. At the moment, he's lined up for ADC. So
yeah, I know there were some substitutions that occurred. So it will be interesting to see what happens. Interesting. How much of a pro draft link can I delete? There we go. It won't find that. That's fun. It's just doing the little cycle. I wonder if it's going to spit me out an error and look real bad. Alrighty. Oh, we have a backlink. Beautiful.
you know what? Give me
Oh no, it's a draft wall.
and
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, give me like a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Well, I am. Oh, you guys can see that. Great. Oh, it wouldn't be the low budget LCS if we weren't being a little bit low budget. Let me figure out how to make this work again. Because you might be able to hear my cat going off in the background. And I can't stop him. No, he wants to do. Okay, there we go. That's pretty. Get a little bit more centered here. Okay. All right, gamers. Well, we certainly do have a match for you today. I am very excited for it. I do switch around the logos here. There you go. Those are going to be your team for today. Menaces to Sobriety. Silent. Now, I haven't been able to look at the champ pools, nor do I know if they've been able to look. But are going to get a game out here. We're just going to see what happens, as it looks like draft started up. And we're off to the races. Fiddlesticks is going to be the first ban away, likely targeted at the jungler. It does look like Mighty Fool might be playing AD carry with MF DeSneaky going jungle. Poodles of Blood are one of our resident Iron 2s going to be going top lane, and Chi Chui going to be supporting. Meanwhile, on the other side, we've got Cryptic, we've got KG, we've got Detective Purple, we've got Soul X 2150, we've got Imclee. Now, Vi going to be the ban away from Soul X 2150, and that's going to be banned away from Mighty Fool. And we've got Monkey going to be banned away. Looks like they're perhaps targeting the pool of Soul X250, although Wukong could also potentially be solo lane. And last but not least, what are we going to get? What are we going to get? Roll the dice. See where they fall. Got Malphite is going to be the last pick of the first 3 here. Next up, see what the last ban on red side is. It's going to be Mordekaiser, perhaps a jungler, perhaps a top laner, perhaps a mid laner, perhaps a support. Who knows? Anything can go. That's one of the reasons I do truly enjoy the Economy League, because truly anything can happen. Truly anything. Which is
That is so true.
it's a beautiful thing. Series has not started yet. They were playing in houses. Now we're watching a series. And yeah. You know, we're keeping it chill. So I am expecting this to be somewhat of an uphill battle for Menaces to Sobriety. They have 2 iron players going up against at least 3 gold players. You see aggressive junglers coming out of the first pick. What's your take on the Jarvan versus Lee Sin? I know I say.
I mean,
jungler.
I mean, in my head, it goes Jarvan jump in. He can't really right now. That Jarvan Cataclysm is not Omega friendly. You know, if you Cataclysm Lee Sin, he's just gonna kick you out and probably follow you. If you Cataclysm the cannon, you're asking to get stunned, right? So can't really no huge win so far with the Jarvan, and it's picked early enough to where you can counter with a mobile ADC and kind of get out of there. What I do know is that Poodles of Blood's 2 best champions are Garen and Kinna.
Okay. So one of those picked up. All right.
And I imagine they'll be picking an ADC or support here.
Lust Force coming in with a take I agree very heavily with. Elysian in Economy sounds like a good time. Elysian in Economy can be anything from the cleanest insects you've ever seen to, you know, the resonating strikes might not hit, the ward jumps might not be perfect. But, no. Oh, God. Damn, LCS got upgraded. We here strive to be what happens if the LCS suffers a major financial catastrophe. And with the way the LCS is going right now, I mean, we might as well be the official broadcast here. Kidding. Okay. We do also see an Amumu. I expect that support, but I'm going to give you a hot take. Jarvan top, Amumu jungle. Thoughts?
Big fan, because Jarvan top is pretty good in the cannon. And Amumu jungle is just good. So I think that actually would kind of be a pretty good call from Silent Assassins, but I have an inkling that's not the case, but I would love to see it.
Yeah. And we do see Xayah, like you were saying, that the Menaces to Sobriety picked up. It is that mobile AD carry. Going to keep a little bit safer from that Cataclysm. This is draft site. I don't know what you're asking, but
the LS draft site. This is a draftable, but LS does have a draft site that's actually pretty cool. It's called drafting.gg. I don't want to free advertise. Well, free advertising it would be funny. It is a pretty good website, but it is not that one.
I doubt our 40 viewers are that much free advertising for LS, who has significantly more.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah. You never do, as you can hear me clinging my teaspoon in my teacup. What's your favorite kind of tea? It's tea time now.
Sweet tea.
Oh, okay. I like it. Now, I'm going to bring a follow-up question. It might be bad. It might not be. Do you have a preferred style of black tea to make sweet tea with?
No. As long as it's sweet, I'm probably like good.
Okay.
I live.
I discovered recently, what was it? I think Assam black tea. It's like kind of malty, and I really enjoy it.
Noted.
Very tasty. I don't know how I have it as like hot. I like a nice strong black tea. Used to be Irish breakfast. Now I think it's more like Assam. I like sugar. I like milk. All right, this is a good question. We've got a Vega in the chat. Vega, one of the co-casters we have picked up this season, and an excellent individual. Who won draft? Who won draft?
I mean, if we're talking ease of execution, both of these comps are pretty good if we're just talking about doing it easily, but I would give it to Menaces to Sobriety. You've got Seraphine Cannon, Zaya can peel itself and is also kind of broken, and Cassiopeia kind of just can go ballistic.
Yeah, I do like the Seraphine, particularly with this composition. I mean, if they managed to hit all their stuff without getting absolutely womboed, I think that Silent Assassins may have a bad time. Now, I also have to wonder, given that their name is Menaces to Sobriety, is anyone on Red side sober?
I missed my chance to ask Mighty. I'm gonna go with a yes.
Okay. I like it. Oh, Vega, thank you for the subscription, buddy. You've been subscribed for 2 months. I love you. Oh, I love you too, man. You know what you're going to do, though? You're going to go to the Denny's in Vermont. It is the one outside of Burlington. Go around back. Knock on the back.
I'll beat it out of you.
Talk to our buddy Todd. Pancakes are on us.
Not a problem.
Good to hear, good to hear.
I am coming up on 100k schmeckles.
100k.
But
Yeah, I haven't been betting. I haven't been betting. No. I haven't been betting.
But you have more than 100k, right?
No, I only have 80k.
I thought you had like 160.
I think I used to, but I made a bad bet somewhere along the way, and you know.
That's how they get you. I made like some big risky bets, and now I have my little schmeckle hoard, and I'm afraid to bet more than like 10k.
Yeah, that's what happened with me, but I learned it's like sometimes you get schmeckles back a lot easier than it would seem. So, and a lot of times, what I've also learned about LBLCS betting is that viewers don't bet for the team with the better draft. The team that will get more schmeckles in a bet is the team that has more fans. So
unless it's game 2,
you can, unless it's yeah. Well, even then, sometimes like if a PC team is playing, right? And as a PC person, I can say this: if a PC team is playing, a PC team will probably beat out the opposing team in bets back-to-back games, win or lose, just because it's like a force of nature. What I've realized though is you can fleece a lot of people if you like just kind of shade towards the team with the what a team that wins draft generally wins the game unless there's a huge skill disparity. So My advice to bettors out there looking to up their schmeckles: don't be afraid to bet with the team that already has a bunch of money, but also don't be afraid to bet for the team that has a bunch less, because sometimes if draft is better, you go towards that.
I love betting on the underdog because when it comes to gambling, the satisfying thing, at least for me, is the big payouts. So
Hmm.
when I bet 1,000 schmeckles and I get 20,000 schmeckles, I am happy. If I bet 10,000 schmeckles and I might lose them, I'm just stressed thinking I might lose my 10,000 schmeckles. And
Hmm.
then, if I do lose them, I'm devastated. And if I win and I win like 1,000 schmeckles, I'm like, oh, okay. You know?
This is this is yeah.
We
This is
do have. Oh, it looks like the
gamble
client froze there
friendly
for a
card.
moment.
Mhm.
Vega with very wise wisdom. Bet against casters for easy money.
Yes,
Truer words, never been spoken.
you never. It's very, very true. It's probably one of the most important things in the entirety of schmeckle betting.
Yeah. All right. Looking at these compositions, I'm expecting some aggressive early action coming out here from the
Mhm.
junglers. However, looking at all of the lanes, I feel like Lee Sin has more options in terms of win conditions than Jarvan does.
Yes.
I think Jarvan's main win condition is Jinx, whereas Lee Sin can win off of Ass, Zaya, or probably even Kennen.
Hmm. I think it'll be very interesting to see, because I do prefer this Menaces to Sobriety teams scaling. Like, man, when you have Cassiopeia, Zaya, Seraphine scaling, and Kitten's gonna hit 2, 3 items and be a complete menace at some point in the game, it's gonna be so fun to watch this team. If they can get the team fights off, it's gonna be insane to watch them go for these Marble combos and everything. Very excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am pretty excited to watch, honestly, either of these teams. Excited to see what they do. I'm a little worried for a Mumu.
I agree to an extent, because I think at a certain point, right, Amumu is just gonna do his thing. He's gonna make team fights hell for everybody involved. He's gonna look for these big ultimates, these big bandage tosses. But like, that will be hard to some of these characters, right? Especially I think Seraphine, Zaya, and Cassio if piloted well.
Mm-hmm.
But all that being said, it's still a movement. Sometimes you can't go wrong with just flash ulting.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting DM spammed. Um, yes, I agree. Urgot. I I don't understand Urgot very well as a champion because sometimes.
um,
Oh, go ahead. Give me
no,
the.
no, no, you go.
No, no, no.
I
Give
because
me
I
the
don't
info.
really. Oh no, I have no info. I just know he does damage sometimes, but not all
Yeah,
the time.
that's how I feel too. I've like Hullbreaker Urgot can be very scary.
Mhm.
Um, but I feel like sometimes he doesn't do any damage, and sometimes he does my whole health bar, and it's hard to discern the difference. I know Black Cleaver is
Mhm.
strong. He's a crab man. There you go. Okay, so
He's a crap.
they need to introduce an item that are just like little, the crab claw crackers that you get. You have crab
Yeah. Hmm.
just to counter Urgot. That would be good.
That's pretty good. I have a question,
Yes.
especially since Spectator Lay is about to be over. Um, you know how there are like a bunch of items in the game right now that are technically based off of characters in the game?
Hmm.
Blade of Rune, King, Dead Man's Plate. What's the other one? I don't remember the other one. But you know how there are a bunch of
Crown of the Shattered Queen.
I think so. I'm not quite sure though.
Like, wait, are you
Um,
talking items that are for champions that already exist?
um, sort of, right? stuff like that, or that are based on champions that already exist.
Okay, so let's see. There's definitely Blade of the Ruin King, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be more than that.
I know for sure there's one more at least.
Why is my brain? Salmon subscribing with the Prime, saying awesome community. Thank you very much, Salmon. You know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to the Denny's in Vermont. There's only 2 of them. Go to the one up north, not the one up south. I'm sorry if old Popoba sent you there. He was wrong. Go to the one up north. Go around back. You'll find the count in a cardboard box. Knock on the door 3 times. Pancakes. Those are on us. Oh, Deadman's is supposed to be gangplank. Oh, Gargoyle's Stoneplate.
Gargoyles and Deadman's, yeah. Deadman's because there's only one way you'll get this plate off of me is the flavor text for Deadman's plate, and I mean, there's technically only one champion in League of Legends that has died and come back to life in the span of the game.
True.
And that is none other than GP. And then obviously Gargoyle Stoneplate. He's a gargoyle. He's made of stone.
It's his
He has a
plating.
plating. My question is there any like specific item on a champion or like kind of accessory a champion has that you would want to see made into an item?
Oh, like something a champion carries around, and like that could be.
Yeah,
that is interesting. Okay. Here is a fun one. All right, not Jarvan. Scion's lower jaw.
Oh, the crown?
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah, that would be so sick.
That would be sick. Because it's Jarvan the third's crown,
Jarvan the
right?
first. Is it? I thought it was first.
I thought it was his dad. Was it the first?
I am not sure. I'm gonna look it up.
Lore heads in the chat, let us know. We do see Desneaky is going to be starting up in the bot side here. Meanwhile, Soul X will be starting up. It looks like Leashless. Perhaps no, they got a little bit of leash. They are going to smite that first camp though in the top side. So we're perhaps Cryptic though going to land a bandage toss right out of the gate. Mighty Fool going to be taking a chunk, but so is KG. Second bandage toss also lands, and there goes the exhaust. They're going aggressive. They're not holding anything back. Ignite going to be dropped, but MF Desneaky now going to come down bot for a very accelerated early game. Kaiji's going to be in trouble. Will the Resonating Strike land? Is going to get past the minions there. Is going to look at it, flash forward, just to try and secure it. Q managed to land, but Desneaky's going to under turret. They're going to take a shot, and KG and Cryptic are going to be able to get out of there. August, not December. That is a very good point. Lock up the Iron Solari, I think, is...
It's related to Leona, but it's not...
It's not her shield?
Precisely. It's not her shield, because it's a locket.
True,
Iron
it is called locket.
And Iron Solari is her, like, people, though.
Well, could her shield not be a really big locket? Because the
In
Salmon...
the same way that Brahm's shield is a really big door, yeah, technically, yes.
Ooh. Okay. Did you find any information?
Did
you see flash forward? KG's gonna get taken out for first blood by the Mighty Fool.
That was fast.
That was real quick. And I've been DM'd that the support, their name is Chewy. That's how you pronounce that.
Chewy. That's...
Ooh, Flag and Dragon gonna go in. They're gonna be knocked up. Gonna take a lot of damage from the Demasian Standard, but not enough.
I cannot believe that knockup hit.
Listen, sometimes it just happens. Oh, okay. We got J1. Jarvan the First was the original bearer of Scion's now Jaw. The Cat comics for Fern Katarina killed Jarvan the Third, and Silas is the scapegoat for the Mage Seekers. Is Commotion and Detective Purple going to be trading pretty aggressively? I'm reading Twitch chat a little bit more than I'm watching the game. Ooh, I do like... That's a fun Urgot skin. I like the spider webbing in his little...
Well, the reason that's probably, although I love Giant Enemy Crabgot, this is probably my favorite skin because it's Boogie Woogie.
Is it actually called
the
Boogie?
night?
Oh,
no,
I
but
see.
it's based on Boogie Woogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas. He's a giant like tarp thing. It's so cool. And in the splash art as well, it's like it's really obvious. So that's probably why it's my
Yeah. All right. Well, we are going to see things stabilize a little bit. Gold only 200 off is going to be in favor of the Menaces to Sobriety, with Mighty Fool going to be claiming that. Oh, but here comes the Jarvan. Flag and Drag is good, and Featherstorm not available. Kaiji and Soul X 2,150 going to pick that one up, but Chewy is just going to land a nice little root. Now Cryptic might be in a little bit of trouble, but Zapper is going to dissuade the murderer of the Brackern from going too far forward.
whoa. It's an interesting name for Seraphine. Not wrong, but a little scathing, if anything.
Yeah. I mean, listen. If you put a genocide in the lore, I'm gonna mention it. Because these things are important to talk about.
Agreed.
Vega knows what's up, justice for all Skarners. I'm excited to see the Skarner rework, but I'm also scared that Captain Flowers might stop playing League of Legends.
I can't imagine Captain Flowers would stop playing League of Legends given the proposed changes to Impale.
I mean, it's going to be AoE, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be an AoE pull, which is just like, no way. That sounds so fun.
Yeah, it sounds really broken, but honestly, what isn't these days? Like, okay, imagine this game, you had a Skarner jungle instead of Lee Sin, right? Skarner just pulls everyone in, and then Kennen just ults. What do you do?
Not even. You don't even need it. You need to pull everybody in, then they get Cassiopeia ulted into Seraphine ulted. And then the game the fight ends there, probably.
Yeah, you don't even need the Kennen ult.
But they did mention that they were going to make the duration shorter. If they were to do that, which I think is probably the right way to go about that. If you're gonna make it way more dangerous to multiple people, at least make it a little more fair. Provide more counterplay in the realm of length.
Yeah, makes sense. Although I do love it when Skarner's got a ton of move speed and they impale someone and just drag them halfway across the map.
Mm-hmm.
It is very fun. So it will be
technically the same as possible.
Yeah.
Will be possible. It's just a little, just a little bit not as far.
It would be interesting. What if instead of gating his duration, it gates distance? So, like, from the point in which you impale them, you can only take them so far.
That doesn't sound half bad. I kind of like that.
It'd be interesting if other champs had that sort of limitation. Like, maybe Hecarim E, you change it so that, like, he goes super... Wait, that's just Trundle W.
That is Trundle. That is Trundle.
Oh, so we see it ultimate being dropped in the mid lane. Commotion gonna look to do the damage, and they're gonna get a solo kill on a Detective Purple.
That is the last thing you want to see, especially... I think, especially as a Jarvan, because getting a ground dropped on your EQ, but just in general, for the short-range members of Silent Assassins, you really don't want to see the Cassiopeia get strong. She will shred. And one of the points I was going to make is that one of the strengths of a Hullbreaker Urgot is that he is so lethal.
Maybe Flag is going to go in. Is Dragon a hit? They're going to be able to steal the Rift Herald to Sneaky, forced to flash out of there. And now Poodles is going to be in trouble. The KG finds the snipe. And Sneaky's going to go down as well.
2 quick kills for Silent Assassins. It looks good. And the Herald. 2 quick kills and the Herald. It seems like bot lane is swapping towards mid. Kaiji is gonna get the turret plates as well. And they're looking to try and accelerate this Jinx, which is a good call. Zaya's so strong, but Jinx is just as strong, and that's kind of something you'll have to watch for. It'll be and putting kind of merit into the longest range member of your team, so you can handle this Cassiopeia is super important.
Yeah, and you know, looking at the gold there, Jinx is actually just a tiny bit, only like 100 gold ahead of Xayah there, but still, you know, as a little bit more of that additional income is now more evened out when Xayah had that, I don't want to say duo kill. They won the bot fight. Oh, and Sneaky is able to steal that scuttle away, but Detective Purple is able to land the charm. Commotion is here, flag and drag into the ground, and that's not what you want to see.
Ooh, we got the kick out of Sneaky too. I feel like he could have saved it, get a good look for something huge onto Detective Purple. They're not done yet though. Yeah, I was just like, Purple's really leveraging those 3 dashes right now. I don't know.
Toss versus the Sad Mummy. He's going to be found. Purple now on the back end. Commotion looking to go forward, looking to find the poison, but it's not quite gonna. Oh, it will absolutely land the Twin Fang from the bush. Gets a kill, and they're going to trade 1 for 1. But now coming up,
Commotion playing very well right now.
Yeah, Commotion has got the fingers and the moves. No boots though. That's illegal.
Yeah, you could say they're causing commotion.
Okay,
all right.
And Chewy are going to move up, perhaps to take this dragon. Would be the first one of the game. Although I will point out, holy yawn! My apologies, gamers.
I don't know. Well, they're probably going to look for a steal, not a fight.
Yeah.
Solex has the blast cone. Whoa.
That was Super Mega Death Rocket. Not quite enough damage just yet to find the steal, but good luck. You gotta look for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what this is Urgot Russian Prowler's Claw, which is a good call, sort of. I really like Iceborne, but because there's so much AP, it's just not as viable. But it's a Prowler's Claw Rush.
What if it's Duskblade?
That would be something. If it wasn't Prowler's Claw, I'd want to see Eclipse, though. Personal opinion.
Yeah, Eclipse is really strong right now. I've been seeing a lot of junglers run Eclipse. I've been seeing Vise run Eclipse, which more than they used to.
I'm thinking this is what I expect from Urgot here is probably going to be Prowler's Claw into a Tiamat item, probably, hopefully. I think Tiamat items are, I just said it 2 different ways, ignore that. Tiamat items are very cool on Urgot.
He gonna look here. His level 7 to level 9 gets charmed up there and is forced to just jump away.
Hey, movement of Lee Sin, and I was gonna say got out the Ariel, did not. Oh, Urgot lying in wait.
Yep. Is gonna be able to take his time.
It's very close.
Oh,
that was good movement. Moved just out of the way. I think Poodle's Blood moved out of the way just in time. And that is crucial because you really don't want to give over a kill to Urgot in this lane. And another thing is, what I thought Urgot was going to do was go for like those tanky builds and then kind of fit the Hole Breaker in there. I think it's really good against AP solo laners. I mean, when you're going up against double AP solo laners, someone's going to have to meet you in that side lane, and there may not be as equipped to deal with the tanky minion. But now that Cassiopeia is kind of fed, I can understand that going the Hullbreaker. She will be able to take you on in a side lane. And that may not go the way he wants it to.
Right, even if you have those extra resistances, the amount of Cassiopeia damage that will be coming out here is a little bit aggressive. Now, if you are Silent Assassins, how are you going to get this bounty off of Cass?
You just need a strong engage. You need a strong engage. You need to find a moment where
flash forward. Hang on, we got that. Ooh. There goes the ultimate, and there go the knees. Kennen, the electric gerbil, gets solo killed.
Barely any time to react. Maybe you flash react as soon as he comes out of the bush, but like even then, it's just very difficult. Very quick timing. But it's really not the end of the world. Kennen's so close to Proto Belt. Urgot's probably going to be able to grab his Mythic on back. If I can check the gold.
Yeah, 1900 in the pocket, so more than likely
Yeah,
that's
for
going to be Mythic and then some. Meanwhile, Sneaky steals away a couple chickens. Steals away a couple chicken nuggets from J4, but he's not going to mind. He's got plenty more in his Happy Meal.
All right.
And
Very interested. Both of these teams are playing fairly slow. I think only 9 kills in 14 minutes is a little slow for an econ game, and I do love that Sneaky's like, I know I'm safe enough to do this because I've got a Seraphine behind me, I've got a Cassiopeia behind me. They will make sure I don't get dove and killed. But this push
IG might be in trouble, but Sneaky manages to catch the root there, kicks them back into the team, manages to find some collateral damage, but here comes the Jarvan. And now Mighty Fool is going to find themselves in a particularly sticky situation. Commotion ult going to find quite a few, but it's just not enough damage as of yet. Menaces to Sobriety overextend and get thoroughly punished.
Huge caster's curse. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. I would thought it was fine. You generally, I'm pretty sure, as Lee Sin can wait out the Jinx traps and then fly over, but Sneaky flies directly into them. And then Mighty flashes over the wall, and then it's like, that can't be good. I guess
He's going to get charmed up, is going to get Everfrosted, but has a root of their own. Super Mega Death Rocket will land from the back end. Spirit Rush not going to be available. Okay. Ooh. I think I know fewer ultimates this game. So
you've got
first the Sad Mummy, Super Mega Death Rocket, Cataclysm, Impale for Urgot R.
No, Impale is Skarner R.
Oh right. Yeah.
Kineneld is Slicing Maelstrom.
Dragon's Rage, I believe, is Lee Sin ultimate.
Dragon's Rage, Petrifying Gaze,
of course, Featherstorm,
and Encore.
Encore. I think it's Encore. Yeah. Let's check.
I'm gonna look up Urgot R.
Urgot R is Fear Beyond Death. Just hover
Fear
over
Beyond Death. I so could have gotten that if I thought about it for a little longer. That's a good one. Oh, and another dragon while we're talking about ultimates.
Yeah. So a bit of a dynamic has emerged here in this game. I feel like MTS, their down kills, their skirmishing is a little bit less effective, but they're being a little bit better about getting these neutrals. So they're going to be up 2 dragons, but down 5k. Chewy is going to get found by the Everfrost again, but this time Spirit Rush is available. Cataclysm going down, Slicing Maelstrom is going to look to save the Mighty Fool, but it won't quite be enough. Poodle's blood here. The Sneaky looking to do the damage, but KG is free hitting from over the wall.
That's the Jinx. 4-1 and 6 now with the completed item. Is looking to wreak havoc, and still no Mythic after the cannon is going to be tough stuff.
This is Eclipse, and I'm Icicle or Imacy? Imacy.
I think I'm Icy. I'm Icy.
I'm Icy, right. I came up with that in my head earlier, and then my brain went, I'm Icicle. And I was like, wait, there's not much letters for that. That don't work like that.
Commotion. I feel like Commotion could have gotten a kill there, because I think I'm Icy really overrated their damage there.
Yeah, they were
probably
feeling
wouldn't
themselves.
have pushed into. Probably wouldn't have pushed Commotion into ult range.
Yeah, I think Commotion was just a little bit scared of that fear beyond. They were feared beyond death.
Yeah. Fair point.
Oh god.
Yeah, I have no response to that one. I won't lie.
All right. So one thing I did want to mention but didn't remember is that Xayah you would think is a good champ to pick into J4, right? Because you're safe, you got Featherstorm. He ults you just Featherstorm, right?
But you're immobile. Once you jump, you can go nowhere.
You can't actually get over Cataclysm Wall with Xayah R, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of surprised to see them pick. Oh no! Good flash, and has the E, can just walk away. But I was surprised to see them pick Xayah into the J4. It's like I think J4 is probably one of the better Xayah counters on the market right now because you can just EQ ult her, and if she's either forced to flash or has to ult to quote unquote buy time, but by the time she comes down, she's still going to be in the Jarvan.
Right. So your team
Nothing
either
you can
needs
do.
to almost do what Poodles of Blood tried to do that fight and re-engage on the back line behind Jarvan. Poodles of Blood was just not quite able to get all the way onto the back line there. And that meant that Jinx was allowed to free hit. If you have threat on the back line, it's a lot more potent to be able to buy time with the Featherstorm because your AD carry isn't just going to get blown up when they come back down.
Yep. Sneaky's in an interesting position. They're going to be able to use the Herald to get some damage. He is in a really interesting position here because you see where Kaiji is, but he won't be able to force it. Team's not close enough. And yeah, we're at the point where commotion's just hard matching IMIC in this side lane. And I don't think even if the Hex Drinker even if the Maw gets finished, I wouldn't be too scared if I'm commotion. I think
Charm is going to land on the Poodles here, and Sneaky is going to be available. Flash forward kick, not quite going to land, but the Resonating Strike is. You're out of dashes now. Everfrost is going to go down. Protective Purple looking to run away. Charm is going to land, and that is likely going to be enough time for the Spirit Fox to be able to get out of there. Turret shots ramping on J4. He's going to be able to stay alive. Purple looking for some golems to pick up.
Meanwhile, Silent Assassin's playing the tower game very well. They've gotten 7 unanswered. Looking at 8.
Yeah.
Motion's looking to force something. Kaiji almost walked directly into Xayah.
They are looking for the... they could... Well, it's not a perfect game because they've died. But it's a perfect game in terms of their structures haven't fallen. So they are potentially looking at that here for their composition. But I don't want to count out especially commotion damage or a good wombo combo just yet, because I still feel like, you know, you got that Roa, you're about to get that bonus level, right? So you're about to be equal level with the Ari again. You like you're down 20 odd CS. But it does look like their dragon stacking might be put an end to, although hang on. Sneaky is coming.
Moving.
Looking for the miracle
Got
seal.
caught on a ward.
He's gonna go in, he's gonna look to go into the pit, but they're gonna try and burst him down. Can he get it? No! He's gonna get feared beyond death.
Yep. Went for it. Could not get it. And now I think they're gonna look to pressure this Baron. Probably take it with Sneaky off the map. Then again, all of their wombo tools are up. So taking a fight in the pit could be dangerous, but with no Zanyas on the Kennen, maybe they're like, let's bide our time, let Kennen get some gold, let's see if we can fight then, you know, with Kennen being able to buy so much time, are we gonna look to give up this?
Right.
Baron.
Pools of Blood, perhaps looking over the wall, but not quite gonna be there. They are going to end up wearing purple here.
Suited up for Silent Assassins. In this meantime, I can talk about what this means. A Silent Assassins win here locks their spot in playoffs.
Yeah, I think it also would move them to 3rd seed, if I read the standings correctly.
Yes. It would move them, it would jump them over headphone warnings in the standings. So I'd imagine if you're a headphones warning fans, or maybe you just want to avoid Silent Assassins, you are looking to nab win here, especially because in Group B, with how playoffs are set up, if the 3rd and 4th seed...
You have a Jargon pick back with the rest of the team. Flag and Drag is not going to be able to hit, and the Mighty Fool is going to get a kill. There is an angle here for Menaces to Sobriety to make a play.
Right. One of the things here that they're fighting for, especially for this 3rd/4th seed, is if they Whoa.
Yeah, a little bit aggressive there. I'm Icy. Going to be taking down that inhib, but Commotion is going to be available to do the damage. But I thought this Cassiopeia would be doing more damage to this Urgot. Oh,
Well,
wow.
we've also got a Rylai second. Well, it's also Rylai second, right? Not as much damage, way more utility. I think if we can see the Archangels come through, that'll be a huge win as they're looking on Mighty.
Good
Wow.
block from Chewy. They blocked the Super
Yeah,
Mega
great
Death
block
Rocket
from
there, and they're going to keep Mighty alive
Slow.
for now.
Kaiji's able to just walk away from that route. Could have been bad. I cannot get to talk about what to talk about because it still looks like they're looking for a fight. They're still looking.
Yep, Cryptic gonna go in,
Oh.
Flag and Drag gonna be used, flash forward, there's the Wombo combo, slicing Maelstrom, gonna find so much damage, there goes the Featherstorm, there's the Root Collar, it's doing quite a bit, but the suppression lands, and I'm Icy does so much damage. Now here comes Commotion, looking to put down the poison, but it won't quite be enough. The Wallets are gonna lay down on the Rift. It was a beautiful Wombo from Menaces to Sobriety. But there's just a little bit too much health, too many resistances for the side of Silent Assassins.
Yep. And that brings them one step closer because a series win here means avoiding Twimpest Flame, who look very difficult to stop. And although it means facing suboptimal gaming, they are one game away from nabbing Economy's third seed. But I definitely wouldn't count Menaces to Sobriety out just yet. They had a strong early game, could probably build on stuff like that going forward.
Yeah. I mean, things certainly didn't look hopeless for either team there. And I'm just left curious, do you think Menaces to Sobriety need to do any kind of draft adaptations? Or do you think perhaps they can do a salty run back?
If they go for the salty run back, it's just a matter of changing the way they kind of go about playing it. I think maybe you look more towards mid and bot, try to keep the Urgot from getting ahead this time, or maybe you just look to because that fight around mid lane where they overextended, and kind of got caught out was a huge tipping point. If they don't die there, I can imagine that they feel way better going forward in the game because things just spiraled out of control from that moment onward. So maybe kind of play it safer, temper themselves, and look kind of more forward in the game with some of their actions.
Ah. Just trying to get my hands on a spec. You know, I was just playing with my cat. Like, you know those like, you have a stick, and then off the stick you have like a piece of felt, and the cat just goes crazy on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cat pulled so hard he broke the stick.
Fun.
He was a very fat cat. When I got my cats, they were 16 and 19 pounds.
Wow.
A little bit. It's a little bit. They are on a diet. They have lost weight. I don't actually know how much they weigh. Right now, well, I don't know how much he weighs. Sister lost 3 pounds. She had to go to the vet for a different reason, and they weighed her. All right, well, we are going to be getting into game 2 here. We do have the sides switching on up. Do you think Menaces to Sobriety want to take away the Jarvan, or do you think they have a different first pick in mind?
I think they might have a different first pick in mind. I definitely wouldn't mind taking away to Jarvan. My thing is, and even then, I think a really scary thing they could do is pick the Jarvan, and then if your opponent wants to avoid taking the Xayah, take the Xayah too. Fuck it. Very hard to play. I think we saw it was like almost every time we saw what should have been a great Featherstorm, it was just countered by Cataclysm. keeping Zaya in a difficult place. So that I want to see them kind of play around that. I also wouldn't be surprised if they look to ban the Zaya, pick the Jarvan, or if they look to just ban the Jarvan themselves and then pick something that they want, or ban the Jarvan, pick the Zaya, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of options.
Plenty of options here. But we are going to get into draft, I believe. I'm going to grab some water for a moment.
Gotcha.
Maybe, hang on. Can you look up if someone's already made a League of Legends Jeopardy that we can, purpose? Edit?
Chat. I need your opinion on something. It's very important to me. Who should I try to convince Papoba to put his schmeckles on next game?
Well, I have to not bet so that I can choose the outcome.
That's fine. I can do that.
Mm.
You're supposed to hear me.
Unfortunately, I do have wireless headphones.
Rats.
So I walk away from my computer and I hear everything.
Getting more like a Buggle every day.
Yeah, it's me. I'm Buggle Light. I'm like Coriander Light. Coriander Light, the newest addition to Diet Coriander Light. One signature flavor. God. Gotta love me some coriander. Do you see bans coming out here from Menaces to Sobriety? They are going to ban away via Mumu this time. Perhaps calling out that that was a problem. Cassiopeia from the commotion going to warrant itself a ban as well.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Those are going to become Schmecklegate. Someone's got the lore. I cannot believe Schmecklegate doesn't have more views. I'm not going to lie.
I think it's not advertised enough. Personal opinion.
Go okay, there's the Jarvan B1.
Jarvan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty meta B1. Wukong R1 going to be the counter. Wait to see what R2 is. I like that. Oh, Jinx. Makes sense. Wukong pretty strong. Great team fight.
Mm-hmm. Good to Jarvan. Very worth the trade. I say pick Zaya here, personal opinion.
I'm pretty sure if you Google Schmecklegate comes up, but also if you just go to the Low Budget LCS YouTube channel and look for the video that isn't a VOD.
If you're on browser, there's a little search, there's a little magnifying glass, search icon. And you can go to that as well. Love that they're just going to go back to the Jarvan Seraphine. Jarvan Seraphine, very annoying. You put a bunch of people in a cage and then you sing at them. Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect
I
way of
wonder if
doing
we
it,
see a
personal opinion.
misfortune here. It was banned away from Mighty last game. Although Mighty chose to play the Zaya, I would not be surprised to see a misfortune paired with this much Wombo. But I'll have to see. Ezreal going to be the pick, so Mighty feeling the need to be a little safe.
I mean, you see the Wukong, see the Jinx. We saw a Mumu picked last game. Mumu and Ari. A lot of pressure onto the ADC. He assumes they're going to bring the same pressure, and he would be right as we got a Nautilus hover.
Yep, Nautilus hover, Nautilus locked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Oh, I did find a pre-built League of Legends Jeopardy game.
Noted.
Chat. Give me okay, abilities, items, champions, professional players, and quotes from 100 to 500. Someone in the chat. let me know. Give me which one you want, and I'll ask it. Do you see Lissandra Urgot gonna warrant itself a ban as well, as is the Kennen. Pro players for 400 from Wild761. Gonna be their first time chatting. So let's see.
Okay, I've got this.
What we're looking at.
I've got this.
A former player in CLG and currently. Oh, this is an old.
I've got it.
This says a former player in CLG and currently the support of Curse Gaming.
Oh, I may not got it. Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It's not
X-Smithy?
X-Smith? No, he never played X-Smithy? Bunny Fufu. Little was right. I'm almost sure Little's right. I'm pretty sure it's Bunny Fufu.
Okay, Bunny Fufu. Any other Hoo-Hee? Hoo-Hee plays
Hoo-Hee?
slightly dated.
No way,
Just
Hoo-Hee.
slightly dated.
I think back then Hoo-Hee was still in Korea.
I think so. Vigar going to be picked up here for the Silent Assassins. Gwendolyn going to be the pick for Menaces to Sobriety, like that strong AP pick. Opens up potential for any champ in the mid lane that they want to pick here. No, Curse was gone, says Trad Boom 65. He played on CLG with Stixay. Or do you guys want to know the answer? Because I didn't remember that this pro player was a pro player. Ziggs is going to be picked up here.
Who is it? I'm really curious now.
Elements.
Elements?
Elements.
All right, yeah, sure.
Cody Elements Sigfason is a retired League of Legends esports player and is currently the team coach for Team Coast. He also created the website Reign of Gaming.
Elements, yes. Elements was a team in LEC that the most I know is that they had a top laner named Steve and Reckless played there for a split.
Oh god. Yeah. Casters are always are. Okay, I'm gonna put up the prediction.
Oh lord. That was really funny. I would have never gotten that though.
Okay, and then I'll go back to the Jeopardy, don't worry. I do think that Silent Assassin's team is a lot more scary to me this game.
Yeah.
I think Menaces to Sobriety, Cataclysm, I mean, Ziggs Cataclysm, there's something there, right? If you get a Cataclysm and then an Ezreal and a Ziggs go over the top, you might be able to one-pop someone, but it has to be consistent.
Yeah, the poke is immaculate from this Menaces to Sobriety team. The problem is when you're going against Wukong, Nautilus, Yone, there's so much infiltration.
Okay, gamers.
You can jump into the back line.
MTS has those grab drafts, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, I miss grabs. I like grabs. Where's grabs these days? Anyway, for those of you who wanted professional players for 100 with his great attitude and respect for his fans, he is currently one of the most watched streamers who, up until recently, played in Epic Gamer and now plays on Team Solo Mid.
Epic Gamer, now TSN. It's Voyboy or Dyrus, right?
BDS, he's on Voyboy? Bjerger King? Okay.
No, not Bjerg. Bjerg
I don't
played on
think it's
Copenhagen.
Bjerg.
Yeah, Bjerg played on Copenhagen Wolves before
Dyrus?
moving. It's not
Gotta
Bjerg.
be Dyrus.
It's Dyrus or Voyboy for sure. I think it's Dyrus though. There's no way because he was one of the first people. Epic, yeah, he was on Epic Gamer. It's gotta be Dyrus, I think.
It was Dyrus, yes.
Yeah, okay. I was like, okay. It's Dice.
It is Dyrus.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who wants the next one? Vega, you pick the next one. I know you're listening. Come on.
What are the categories? I forgot.
The categories are abilities, items, champions, professional players, and quotes.
Ooh.
You have a bunch of schmeckles coming out here. 5K on Menaces to Sobriety, 18K on the Silent Assassins. Abilities for 300. Okay. Katarina's W.
Oh my god. I don't know this one. I do not know this one.
That's
Wow.
that's something.
Yeah. Also, Trad Boom, I looked it up because I wasn't sure. Grabs used to be the BDSS coach, but they actually had their huge run after he left from last year.
Unlucky. Rough for the
Very
Grabs
rough.
legacy.
Very rough. Dumbass ducking ability.
Shumpo
Dagger
is
drop.
the dagger drop. Okay. No Grabs.
So, preparation is the guess from Vega.
It is. Lol, what the heck is low budget LCS? Hello K3.
What you're watching?
Yeah, we're what you're watching. We're also the low budget LCS. We are what would happen if Riot Games' LCS broadcast suffered a significant financial catastrophe, and had no money. So that's what we do here. This is our economy league. It is our silver gold-ish league. And we got a couple of teams about to game it off in 2 minutes while we play Jeopardy with the chat. The answer is Killer Instincts. I don't think anyone got that one. Haha, unless Trade Boom. All right. Well, all right, Val, why don't you pick the next one? I may have lost Val.
Give me quotes for 500.
Quotes for 500. Continue the quote. I'll take this bomb. ... Oh, I see.
Okay, it's a Ziggs quote.
It's a
There's
Ziggs quote,
no-
but you have to finish it.
I did not think that's what this was.
Hey, if you wait long enough, we might hear it in game.
You make a great point. That might be my out. I don't think it's that big. I'll take this bomb. I've got nothing. I am very unsure.
And this bomb and smash them into your face is the full quote.
I'll take
this bomb and this bomb and smash them into your face.
Wow.
Indeed,
alright.
a wise choice. All right,
Sport
Vega
in the
wanted
background.
pro players for 5. They said 7, but Monomanic, the new rising star team solo top. What the? Okay, I think this is supposed to be a question. It just says Monomanic, the new rising star, team solos top. That's what it says.
I shit, man. I don't know.
What is Zion Spartan?
Okay. Yeah, man.
That's Team Solo Mid's rising top laner, baby.
It
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
yeah, alright. Sure.
That was fun. But now, unfortunately, no, not unfortunately. Fortunately, we are in game. And we are chilling. Former CLG top laner went to Sinan Academy. Also, his teacher knows him.
A lot of good mages out there. None of them.
All right. You see MF Tasniki getting a little bit of an aggressive early ward there into the top side jungle. Going to try and spot out where Wukong starts there. Will be spotted out there, so potentially Wukong could get some interesting pathing in to dip dog dutch and dive that ward. But yeah. A little mastery flash going on. Alright, how do you think this game goes? Because this game, it's a little bit of a mismatch in the jungle. Wukong a little bit more of a farm to 6 champ, and Jarvan a little bit more of a get level 2 is Cryptic out of the bush, is going to land a hook. Mighty Fool is going to be in trouble, but MF Tasniki could come in support. Mighty Fool going to land a Q. Mighty Fool going to walk up. Heal is going to be used as they're looking to do the bait. Tasniki available flag and drag will land there onto Cryptic. Cryptic forced to flash away. Chewy going to flash forward. They're going to look for the damage, and first blood goes over to the Mighty Fool. Beautifully baited by the Arcane Explorer. I have lost my co-caster. It's unfortunate. Don't worry, I can keep it going as I have a little water to parch my throat. I'm Icy. Gonna play the Yone in this game in the top lane. So interesting. Detective Purple gonna be taken incredibly low, but the Sneaky gonna be forced to leave the turret range as that is going to hurt quite a bit early on. Not quite gonna land that poke. If I didn't have to alt tab, I'd allow that through the auto mob linoleum. Don't worry. I could just read it for you. Mighty Fool has my butthole puckered up. Yes, he had us all on the edge of our seats there with that play, but it ends up being okay using the healed white deftly there. Anytime, gamer. Anytime. KG gonna be quite low underneath the turret here. Detective Purple just gonna be happy to scale things up in the mid lane. Promotion a little bit less solo kill pressure, but that won't stop them as they find the empowered passive. Detective Purple eats purple as Commotion claims a wild kill. You know, I was just saying Commotion doesn't have as much solo kill threat, and then Commotion just goes and does that. Wild. Anyway. I'm Icy, gonna go a little bit aggressive. Gwen is not immune to Yone in most circumstances. Sneaky gonna be spotted out here. Just gonna recall on a ward here at the top side. Bot camps are available, but I'm Icy going a little bit far forward. Using the E to stop that back. Alright. Now we do see the Wukong potentially looking for a bot lane gank, but there is warding coverage that will be spotted out, but Dredge line will hit, and the Chompers are going to go down. Chewy's going to be dead, and they're going to fall to KG. Skill donated over by Soul 2,150 with an X in the middle. Now, do we think that's Soul times 2,150? Like, maybe Soul as an abbreviation for, like, sun, as an abbreviation for rotations around the sun, so year, so the year 2,150, right? Because it's 2,150 times rotations around the sun? Or am I just, like, cooking too hard on that? Or is it 2,150 A-Soul points? Or 2,150 A-Soul games? Eh? We'll see. Anyway, We do have a little bit of a CS advantage here for the Mighty Fool in the bot lane. Haven't gotten that early kill. Detective Purple just going to be able to hold this wave at their turret and farm it on up nice and safely. Alright, looking at this game, looking at the gold, it does look like the favor of MTS, although I believe last game, the early game was in favor of MTS as well. I might invite a different co-caster on, and then we can try cast, should Val get back. Pressure. Anyone. Back in, I think it was Season 6, maybe Season 7 of the low-budget LCS, I did a lot of solo casting. Just because I wouldn't be able to find a co-caster, there would be a match I wanted to stream, and, yeah, you know, we'd get her done. So I may be joined here by Full Metal in a second. I may not be. Who knows? Oh, and there they are.
Hello.
Welcome to the broadcast. What's your take on who's going to win this game?
It's gotta be Silent Assassins. Clearly, Silent Assassins has a lot of ways. Oh, Bouncing's back.
Hello.
I think we got ourselves a little bit of TriCast brewing.
I'm down.
Cool. All right, so finish telling us why Silent Assassins win, and then Val, tell us why they lose.
Okay, so Ziggs is gonna get a bunch of gold. Ezreal's gonna get a bunch of gold. They're gonna control early, but then the second Yone gets in, the second a Wukong flank comes in, they're done for.
Purple gonna take a ton of damage. Commotion looking for another solo kill. Tick, tick, the last tick does not get him. And Cryptic is gonna bail out the Evil Magician in the mid lane. But Commotion wants more, but I don't know if they can have it. Out of mana, gonna be exhausted. Soul, 2,150 A-Soul games gonna be dedicated. But MF does sneaky over the wall. He's not gonna find the auto attack, misses it on a minion, and the Primordial Burst gonna take him out. Please continue.
I saw none of that.
But
that's okay.
We lived through the beautiful storytelling. So yeah, Silent Assassins just is late game, has so many tools of getting into this other squad.
Okay. And Val, why are they gonna absolutely lose?
Why are Silent Assassins gonna lose? Although a lot of times poke comps don't turn out the way they're supposed to, I think we saw a lot in Game 1 of what Menaces Sobriety can do as a team. So what I expect in the poke comp, you sit back, allow your damage to do the talking for you, and get wins that way.
I see. Yeah, Vega, I wonder who drafted for Silent Assassins. I don't know. Hey, drones are great. What's happening? What is hopping? Do you see Kaiji? Mighty is landing a lot of these Qs.
I mean, he wants to poke. Can you blame him?
Okay, he does have the heal and the flash again, so perhaps we get to see another Mighty Fool little bait and switch where he gets down to 2 HP. And then terrifies us all. Ooh, flash forward. MF to Sneaky. Whoa. Sorry, flash away from Kaiji. Sneaky wants the kill. Ziggs ult. Window shopping. No! Comet from downtown! Oh, Kaiji's going to be taken out by the Ziggs Bomb Comet duo. A little bit of window shopping. You know, let that be a lesson. Shopping kills. Comet. Shopping kills.
Yeah. I mean, if you're able to get those items.
Hang on, going in on here, Detective Purple, Cryptic and Soul, 2,150 looking to save the day, but Soul going to be taking a ton of damage from Commotion. Super Breaking Death Rocket not quite going to land. Soul's going to be able to get out of there.
I mean, he needs to stay alive. He's starting to build up the Wukong, and the second the Wukong is able to safely enter in for this Ziggs, that's when the fight starts turning around.
Yeah. And I do feel like we have yet to see Seraphine Ultimate be used aggressively. You know, Wombo combos are still on the table. Poodles of Blood also scales quite well and is just kind of sitting up in the top lane.
Yeah, I like this lead that Yon has created. You know, I'm Icy is just saying I may not be able to kill you, but I will get resources, so that way when it comes to mid game and late game, I can enter the fight.
Yeah.
So Poodles just has to be careful. Poodles has to be ready to shut down this Yon if Yon tries to leave lane.
Yeah, absolutely. Get that CS, get that farm up. And we do see Soul here. I think they might be dropping Herald. They are. So we're going to see a little bit of a Herald play in the mid lane. Ziggs, normally the master of demolishing turrets, might see his go down, although 4 plates still available on that turret. Sneaky looks like they're pinging to go in. Too much is going to happen just yet.
You know, you want to get as much of this gold as you can onto this Veigar and onto this Jinx. You know, sadly, most of the gold did go to Wukong, and not the Jinx or the Veigar, who may be a little bit behind. It's still going to help their team kind of...
Flag and drag Cataclysm, beautiful over the wall. There comes the Seraphine Ult Wombo combo we were talking about. MF to Sneaky going to claim Kaiji, and Cryptix is going to be quite in the sticky situation. Flash forward, W not quite going to land from the Ziggs, but he will go forward and fade away with the bomb. The Ziggs with the skills, and Mighty Fool finds a solo kill on Detective Purple.
Yeah, it's really like the Jarvan and Seraphine combo is still very strong. You have to wait out until you're able to get around them and get these flanks on. Because if they're just fighting you like face to face, front to back, you will lose against MTS.
Yeah, you gotta find those sneaky picks, you gotta find those ults over the top, and they are doing a pretty good job. Supermarket Death Rocket gonna be used there just to clear out a couple of the minions.
Okay. We need, you know, I think right now we need to look at what's the, you know, what are these dragons gonna be looking like for us? Which team needs to pressure for these drakes, and which team can just go for kills?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think either team is super pressured for these drakes. One on the board already, so, you know, stacking is slightly more available for Silent Assassins. Coming up in 25 seconds, doesn't seem like either team is particularly concerned. But I will say Silent Assassins have the priority.
Yeah. You just have to be careful though, because MTS does have a lot of wards behind them. So if Silent Assassin starts backing up, they might be caught on vision. And that could look dangerous for them later on in the fight.
It could indeed. Teleport not quite unleashed. Hey Val, can I get a stack check on Veigar? Val, are you with us? Their internet might be gone. Well, when they get back, hop right back into it.
I want to believe it's around like at least 80 to like 140 by now.
Well, we can click and check. Actually, that's a little. It is 104.
Okay, yeah. That's not that bad actually. Right now, you know, Rod is building. You know, you have the tier almost done. Like you're in a good spot as Veigar right now. Detective Purple is definitely like not, you know, not having any issues. He's got decent, you know, he has the farm, he has the stacks, and he has a roll built.
Yeah, stacks going up, but you know what else is stacking? Mighty Fool's tier. Almost going to be completed here for the Ezreal Miramana. Which one's the upgraded one? I always forget. Miramana or Manamune?
I think it's both, but I think for Ezreal it goes to Manamune now.
I think so.
Oh, that's a good question. What does it upgrade to for Ezreal?
Well, no, because it's the unupgraded version is either Miramana or Manamune, but I don't remember what which one is the unupgraded version and which one's the upgraded version. Tier, Roa, and Cull stacking. This is very true. Got a lot of stacking going down. Seraphine ult gonna go down over the top, as is Ziggs bomb. Soul gonna find a knockup, but they're also gonna be on the receiving end of Cataclysm, forced to flash away. Now Detective Purple is available. Event Horizon gonna be used. Heal also gonna be committed. Ultimate not gonna be available there for Soul, but he's gonna take a ton of damage. Commotion is here with the kill. And now they're going to look to go back out with Kasiki, EQing in. Commotion going forward aggressively with this bomb. The Ziggs knows no fear. And so is Mighty, looking to do that damage. Detective Purple, though, holding strong.
I mean, good hold to both teams.
Thanks, Vega. Ooh,
Vega,
MFC going aggressive under turret. Ezreal Q gonna land and land again. Mighty Fool goes on a rampage.
That Essence Reaver first item on Ezreal, it packs a punch and it helps them transfer the early game lead down to the mid game and trying to just push the pressure they have.
Yeah, really looking good here. Gonna pick up that Mana Mune when they get back in shop. You can't see me, Vega, but I just winked at you. And they're gonna be sitting pretty. Meanwhile, Ziggs getting them tier 2 boots. And
I want to see Silent Assassins go for a Rift Herald here, or go for a play on the top side, because they just lost a lot on the bot side. They need to apply pressure elsewhere.
Yeah, and they need to apply pressure, and on top of that, Yone is pretty darn strong. No kills up here in the top lane, but he is 1,532 gold ahead of his counterpart lane opponent.
Yeah, and we're past 14 minutes, so if we can get, if they get some deep wards for him to TP2, he can pull off an amazing flank. But does look like he does use
but it might be a little bit too much. But Cataclysm groups them all up on the ultimate. Chewie finds a beautiful route over the top, and now they're going to commit along with the help of Poodle's Blood. Soul is going to take a ton of damage here. Mighty Fool not quite able to find the damage, but Ghost from Poodles. Mighty Fool actually does find it at the end of the play. I thought Sneaky was running it down, but the Ziggs ult does so much damage.
Yeah, the Ziggs and then the Ezreal follow-up for later on the fight, he knows he has follow-up. There's no reason to give them this map pressure if we can just stick together and just poke him out.
Yeah, and
or just burst them at this point.
I really thought that making that topside play was going to be the way Silent Assassins get back into that, and we were going to see, oh, they're not actually that far behind. But MTS make it clean, and they find the sort of double global. Ooh, sorry, the double global snipe just very well timed.
Yeah. Well,
able to claim a Herald for it here. As, oh, you know what might help you? I will... Okay, there isn't a fight happening. Quickly. Run to Discord.
I'm in Discord. Okay.
There you go. Okay, Sneaky is going to be able to get that, but they want more Cataclysm again with the Ziggs ulti. It's the combo from heaven. Commotion finds a double kill, 7-0 and 4 now on this Ziggs. Has 2.3k in the pocket. That might be enough for Deathcap.
Yeah, if Ziggs it's a story of Ziggs and Ezreal getting a lead and just snowballing off of it, getting these big items, getting these big, getting this damage out to not let the scaling Vygar and the scaling Yone get into this game.
Yeah, and so far they're doing a pretty good job of accelerating this. They bring the whole team. They all eat the Super Mega Death Rocket, but that's okay. And now they're the ones who have the Dragon stacking.
Yeah, granted, you do have Yone pushing top lane, trying to just apply pressure away so that they can't, go for another objective, go for this Baron. You need to keep MTS away from these hard objectives as much as you can. You need your Vygar to stack, you need your Yone to get some damage, and I mean he has Shield Bow, but now he's forced to go some more MR. So Yone's not going to get too strong too fast now. he's just gonna be able to live a little bit longer. When right now you need a way to take out the Ziggs and the Ezreal.
Yeah, is gonna be quite the problem. But not gonna have red buff, as Sneaky's gonna claim that for themselves right now. It is full death cap on Ziggs. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
boy,
gonna,
oh boy.
that ult is going to hurt. You can't stay inside that if you have the choice.
The combo is available yet again. I'm wondering what the cooldowns are like as EQ goes in. Surely there comes the ultimate Seraphine ult. Gonna find Cryptic, but Cryptic gonna stay alive for now. Event Horizon gonna find tons of value there onto the J4. Super Mega Death Rocket. Chewie is gonna fall, and now Mighty Fool and Commotion are left to run for the hills. The backward snipe trades one back, and Pools of Blood is still just free chilling in the top lane. Silent Assassins does not have to win to get into the playoffs. I believe they are already in the playoffs, technically speaking. However, if they do win this series, Fate Seal gonna go forward, but a good flash from the Mighty Fool means that the Swordsman's gonna die. What's their, like, dojo called? But they have, like, a...
Their dojo? Oh, that's a good question. I have no idea.
Because, like, they're both from the same, like, sword tradition, right? Yone and Yasuo?
Yeah. No, they're brothers. I thought they were like actual brothers.
No, yeah, they're brothers, but they're also like there's like jealousy because they were good with the blade, and so Yone killed or died in the duel or whatever, and then became a demon.
Yeah, he didn't. Yasuo was trying to go against it a bit, and then Yone was like, "No, we have to stick to it." Alright, I don't know if you noticed, but the reason why Silent Assassins did really good that fight was because Soul 2150 was able to hold down and just, distract the Ziggs and the Mighty Fool for the longest time in that fight.
Yeah,
if they're able to
split.
Yeah, if they're able to just keep pulling Ziggs and Ezreal away, like your Jinx is gonna get excited on a tank. And then she's just gonna go on, like you're gonna be able to pull down this this Jarvan who's looking to go in, and then once Jinx gets excited, you gotta run.
Yeah, Spirit's gonna be taken out here.
You gotta send Detective Purple back up. They're pinging that he's pushing bot, but he's able to back. They're gonna look to try and stop this push and maybe get around them. If Wukong can look a bit, into his jungle, he might be able to get a flank. For now, it looks like they're just gonna chill. They, say, hey, let's not let them have this turret. Let's just defend it naturally. We don't need to look for a huge play here. Let's just play it safe for now.
Yeah, and with the Vigar on your team, you can always play it slow.
Oh,
in Cataclysm, gonna land Super Mega Death Rock going on the top, as is the Encore Fate Sealed. Gonna mean you get caught, and the Wombo combo from MTS finds Ziggs a triple kill. Kaiji is left alone on the Rift.
Yeah, you can't do these, front to back 5v5s. If the only way you're gonna stand a chance in this fight is if you get to their backline. If you can't reach this Ezreal, this Ziggs, this Seraphine, you will lose every fight you take.
Yeah, and they're gonna find the turret. They're likely also gonna find the inhib. A couple of seconds though left on the majority of the red squad, and now they are gonna fall back. And
looks like they were pinging Baron. They might start looking, at least, if not to take it, then at least to get some vision on it. They could Dragon Stack, but at this point, if they really want this early game win, just take the Baron. Just take the Baron Ender right now.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit smarter to go for Baron here, especially into a Vigar, although securing yourself's third Drake puts a lot of pressure on the enemy team for the next Drake. It basically guarantees that they will have to fight you there. I don't hate that either. It is really just up to the discretion of MTS in terms of what they want to do. It looks like they have chosen the Drake.
Oh, does this mean that Silent Assassins can take it? They know they don't have vision. They know they don't have vision.
Silent Assassins instantly start up the Baron, say, you know what, we're not going to get the Drakes, we're not going to get the Soul anyway, we are going to look to trade you. We have essentially two AD carries.
MTS knows.
Falls, but they're not fast enough as real.
Not so close.
Soul gets taken quite low from it, but they're going to end up wearing purple, and that's going to mean a good stall here from the Silent Assassins.
That's huge. That gets them so much time that they need for this Vigar and this Yone. now all they need to do is just use this Baron and just protect. We don't take any fights unless it's a pick. And I think they just can't let their Jinx or Veigar, these players just can't walk too far forward, or MTS is gonna look for that shutdown. Oh,
Going
he
to
goes
drive
in
forward,
the
just going to find him stunned up. That's going to be a little bit hard, but there comes the ultimate combo. Forces the flash away. Primordial Burst finds the trade back. The Mega Death Rocket does a good chunk of damage as well. The Ezreal damage, the Ziggs Q's going over the top. Detective Purple is burning and actually ends up falling to Commotion.
They do lose two, but you have Yone and you have Jinx. I don't know if you really
They have
can
Ziggs
push
up.
into
Fate
this.
Sealed is going to find one, not going to find two. Trade over Chewy there. Now that means I think MTS might have to back off, even though you do have that Ziggs W. That Nexus turret is one ability away from going down. I still think it's very hard for this 13-0-6 Ziggs to lose the game.
There's no Dark Seal. There's no Dark Seal. He's not as strong as like maximum power. So there's a chance. There's a chance. If you can just reach him, that's all you need to do.
True. If you can get your Wukong, if you get your Yone onto the back line, you get that Super Mega Death Rocket snipe, it is perfectly reasonable that you can kill Ziggs. It's just the way these fights are going, Ziggs doesn't need to be anywhere near them because he's just throwing ultimate.
Yeah, Yone and Soul need to just be looking at flanks now.
Yeah.
They need to look, so that way if you see a Jarvan walk up or a Gwen walk up, you immediately go onto Commotion. You immediately go onto the Mighty Fool's a little tough because he can get out pretty fast. So but you need to get those shutdowns. I mean, that's 700 gold on each of them. That's so much money in your pockets.
Yeah, 1,400 for the two of them combined. That means if you kill one of them, 300 base gold plus the 700 means a 1k gold advantage. If you can manage to get that, especially onto one of your carries, that's going to be a good day.
What stacks is Veigar at? What is this now, like a 180?
Veigar stacks are at 212.
Wow, yeah. He's getting and full Rod of Ages, he's getting strong. He has the death cap as well.
And is actually a level up on Ziggs because of that Roa completion. Detective Purple not falling behind, not pulling any punches in this series.
Yeah. Just imagine the Jarvan gets caught like this. Detective Purple, you can look.
Going forward, looking to find the Cataclysm, but Primordial Burst is going to trade it off. Ezreal Ultimate was used to try and clear the... Oh my goodness. That was a lot of Ezreal damage.
Yeah. But Detective Purple does, a lot of coverage. He can put down his trap. He can burst down this Jarvan entry. And now, them being able to defend this and get that pick on Jarvan does allow Yone to also push up top. I mean, I'm Ice is still getting a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Well, this does look dangerous.
They're going to call him out. Seraphine all is going to whip, but it's going to be okay because the Monkey King goes to the death realm.
Yeah, stayed a little bit too far out, although I think they're still okay. I mean, it does force I'm Ice to back here and help defend, but the Gwen was already there anyway, and you want to get started on this dragon because you can't let, you can't let MTS take this soul on Infernal.
Yeah. True Shot Barrage only on a 49-second cooldown, so Mighty is using it just every second he can. Now, this Infernal Drake is likely going to be make or break for the side of Silent Assassins. Only 3,000 gold separate the two teams right now. It is absolutely feasible that either one of them wins this particular fight. Commotion might be a little bit of trouble,
he's
but
right there.
Cryptic gets found out instead. Sneaky goes over, and there goes the ultimate combo. Detective Purple getting taken quite low, but so is Chewy on the back line. There, Yone goes in. Fate Sealed going to find two. MF to Sneaky is going to fall. Chewy going to take damage from the Runon's Hurricane, and it looks like the Silent Assassins speak up. Find themselves the drag fight they needed to win, and I think the scaling scales have tipped.
Yeah, beautiful stopwatch by Purple as well. Purple is just in that fight, making sure to pump out all this bodyguard damage as much as possible. You know, and then you have KG just staying back and just saying, I will shred you. I am a Jinx. The second they get their first kill, they're shredding everyone else.
Yeah. Jinx getting excited is absolutely devastating for that. They have a lot of those great items for the team. The Runon's Hurricane, I think, did quite a lot of damage there. Vega pointing out something nice in the chat. Jinx and Vigar got to farm super minions for 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, the second you let these carries just farm up, like, they will get back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
I've been unable to speak for the last few minutes, but I have a few things to say.
Let's go.
The first thing was someone asked earlier about Silent Assassins. If Silent Assassins win, they can make it. If they lose, Menaces to Sobriety can also make playoffs, but they have to win their next 2 games to do so. If they beat Silent Assassins today, they have a chance in this series. So Silent Assassins are also playing for their playoff lives if they win or lose this game.
It's looking a little scary here for Menaces to Sobriety. Gwen is going to get
one.
CC'd up. And
That's all you need for going for Baron now.
Yep.
Yeah. It is not looking great for MTS's playoff chances. Maybe we see an Ez ult. Oh, actually, if you timed Ez ult and Zig's ult at the same
Ez ult
time,
and Zig's ult,
Yes.
you do more damage than Baron, than Smite for sure.
yeah,
They
we'll
have
see.
an idea.
There goes the bomb. Here comes the Ezreal ult. Oh,
Oh, they got a kill.
they
close.
got the
They need a
jungler.
soul.
Yeah.
And another thing I think MTS was doing really well coming up to that last Drake fight was leveraging the length and leveraging J4, right? J4 could go in and die, and it would be good because at the time they didn't have the tools to tank a bunch of damage. But now we've got the Bloodthirster coming out for Yone, we've got the Zonias coming out, and a Banshee's being built for Veigar, and the
Beautiful
Bloodthirster
skill.
coming out for Jinx. The thing is now Sneaky has to be more precise about when he's going to go, because it's no longer okay, I cataclysm to 2 people and then now we can just Ziggs Ezra ult them to death and they'll die. It's not how it works anymore. It's just not how it works. I think the big thing going forward is to drag these fights out. The longer a fight goes, the better it is for Ziggs and Ezreal, and I was hoping to see a GA come out for Jarvan, but it doesn't look like that's in the cards at the moment.
Yeah, I wish we had a little bit more defensive itemization on this J4. Even actually just straight up building a Zonias, I think would be quite good. In a composition like this, you as J4 don't need to do the damage. You can just live and put down Cataclysm.
Yep. And I think I'm really interested to see, because Commotion and the Mighty Fool have been playing really good. That Yone ult.
It looked good, but nothing really ends up happening.
The unfortunate thing is it went over the wall. If it doesn't go over the wall there, I'm sure Wukong flies in, Nautilus flies in, but it goes over the wall, Wukong can't follow up, Nautilus can't follow up.
Just a deleting there.
Goodbye.
Bye. That's 33 minute. How many stacks?
A lot.
It's like
299
Yeah.
stack Vigar. Oh,
Who of blood in the top
Ziggs ult going
spot.
down
They're
over the top
taking
is
him.
going to land. There comes the Cataclysm. Now no Ziggs ult to follow it up. Detective Purple able to do a ton of damage. Soul now, though, gonna go
See,
a little bit
they're
too
just
far
kiting back.
forward.
Yeah, they're just gonna kite back, and that's the most frustrating thing about this comp. Ziggs and Ezra are playing really far back. That's one thing I really like about the way Commotion and Mighty are playing this comp. They're playing at range. They're not giving Detective Purple a chance to cast them in the cage. They're not giving Cryptic a chance to
Well,
A little too close there.
point, click, dead.
Caster's curse. That was egregious.
Yep, I'm Icy going to go forward. Gwen going to try and dodge the cage, but this Vigar just does too much damage.
Yeah, you mentioned before that Commotion had their death cap. Well, so does Detective Purple, and Detective Purple will delete your carries, if not once, then twice in a single fight.
Yeah. It is dicey, but I think it's still such a close game, but now Menaces Sobriety are on the back foot and have to be looking for the right fight, but also doing this without your jungle nearby feels like a very foolish decision.
Zigzag gonna go a little bit wide. Now Cryptic gonna go forward. A beautiful ultimate there from Chewy, but not too much damage to follow it up. Ezreal goes over the top, but Dragon ultimately gets claimed by Kaiji.
Yes, they keep going in for the steal, but just a little bit too early.
Way too early. I think that was a bit like you get nervous because you don't know how fast enemy team is doing it, but yeah, way too early there with both the J4 dive and the Ziggs are. So now Menaces Sobriety are in a Drake 7 situation where Jinx has 3 items, Veigar is full build, right? And we are probably approaching the last team fight of the game for both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's if MTS is able to win this fight, they do have they have mid lane to go through, and then if Silent Assassins wins the fight, they have bot lane to go through. So I think this big fight is gonna happen in this bot side jungle, fighting over these two waves and fighting over this area.
Yeah, have to look to see what happens. I imagine 1 minute and 11 seconds, game will be decided. I do love this pickup of the Banshee's Veil as it gets popped by Ezreal ult from Protective Purple. So that will be
better than tanking the Ezreal.
True.
That's
hard
damage. Oh, he's gonna knock it.
Someone.
Oh
There
my
goes.
super mega
Oh.
death rocket.
With
Detective
the
Purple.
snipe.
Now lands the
That means
W.
No encore.
Dark Matter, I think, is Vigar W.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go with.
Thanks.
I mean, I'm just gonna let it find out because I want. Oh, hang on. Fate Seal's gonna go forward, but a beautiful flash away means I'm icy.
not even
Doesn't
flash,
actually
it's an
find
E.
anything.
Yeah,
W
not
is
unable to
Darkful
find-
Matter. Let's go, or Dark Matter.
Nice.
I think I know every single one of Vigar's abilities because his passive is phenomenal evil power. Hang on, going forward, Cataclysm gonna land. Here comes the ultimate, tons of damage going over the top. But the Primordial Burst is just too much for them to deal with. But Shutdown, 1k gold, is going to go over onto Commotion. And Poodles of Blood is also going to be able to pick up a kill on the back end.
And that means Yone and Jinx cannot keep pushing, and they're going to be giving more gold over to Ezreal, who's very close to full build, who is full build. My bad.
Yeah.
Oops.
Devori Quick Blades, done. Shrelvia's Grudge, done. Dust
And I
Blade of
think
Traktar, done. Miramana, done.
Yeah.
And the
One item
Peasantry,
off.
done.
It's gonna come down to which team can get this Baron, or which team wins the fight for Baron.
Yeah.
Yep. And I can say it now, if Menaces Sobriety can get set, which they most likely are with 2 members of Silent Assassins, they have a huge upper advantage in this fight. Because trying to walk into this comp is the worst thing on planet Earth. What they need to do, though, is make sure, and it's happened a lot of times so far in this game, they need to make sure that Sneaky doesn't overpush. If Sneaky overpushes, their whole point about being able to kind of abuse their range is null, because you're essentially going to give the enemy team an avenue to break through. You've got Commotion's super fat, Mighty is super fat, and you've got Poodles of Blood who can potentially look for a sneaky TPM. So for Menaces Sobriety, you just have to leverage your range and look for the win there. They're going to start it though.
Yeah, and it's getting burned really, really quickly. TP coming out here from Gwen,
Ah.
as it is from I'm Icy. Now the commitment is going to be made. They're going to pull off the Baron. Zigzalt is going to go wide, not going to find too many. KG's going to go golden, and then Sneaky's going to go golden, perhaps heeding our words. Now damage flying over the top. Sneaky not quite able to get out of there. Soul going to go forward, but Cyclone not available. And now we have Poke Comp versus Scaling Comp on a Baron Siege. Yone does have Guardian Angel available.
Right now, you just need to keep Detective Purple safe, and Detective Purple will just burn everyone with his Qs and with his Ws.
Yeah, but the same goes for the 2 carries. I think that's also another thing, is that the 2 carries of Menaces to Sobriety whereas Detective Purple kind of needs to step up and needs that protection.
He needs the
Menaces
protection, but
Sobriety?
remember, no one on MTS has any MR.
Yeah, no. Once they get hit, they're gone.
So if
They're
Detective
gone.
Purple is able to just get in, Detective Purple will just shred everyone.
Yeah, but that
Also,
has to
don't worry,
happen
call out to
faster.
Chad Boom for seeing it.
Yeah, but here it is. This is
Uh-oh.
what I
Mighty.
sort of thought was.
Ooh.
Yep, he has the buffers on point. His buffers have been very good so far. He's not letting them, but they need this Infernal Soul.
I might see going over
I might
back.
just trying to protect, just trying to push them a little bit out so they can get this dragon and they can secure it. Are they able to find anyone coming out of this?
Can Detective Purple actually one-shot someone with Infernal Soul?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Probably with W too.
Yeah, W or ult, one or the other. It's
Yeah,
just
depends
going
on
to
who.
be somebody gets. But now they're gonna look for this,
Death
and this is still
Bush.
a tough fight.
Oh.
They're looking for the
Mighty's
death.
gonna get hit, gonna get pulled through, and Kaiju's
he's
gonna be down
not
enough to bring
able
that rocket
to
over the top.
buffer.
Oh, the Seraphine ult hits the entire team, and there goes the Ziggs bomb. Is it gonna be enough? You have a monkey on your tail. Commotion gonna go down. Chewie gonna be the last one left alive. I believe the big purple worm and the game are gonna go over to Silent Assassins.
As long as Purple is just throw out those abilities, man, it's hard to deal with.
Yeah, no, but it's big credit to Solex on the Wukong there, because if he's not directly on top of Commotion, I can guarantee you that game
for
does
sure.
not, that fight doesn't go as well. Because Commotion was in a prime position. They're all in a Cataclysm. They're all clumped together. It's the perfect position for Ziggs to get a lot of work done. Now it's down to Chewie first to stall for about 20 seconds. Enemy team back, or 10. It's how long does it take the enemy team? I think Menaces Sobriety will get one more chance to defend.
Yeah, if they're gonna be pushing top and bot here, so this is gonna be looking for triple threat. Just pressure everywhere we can and do not let them breathe outside their base, while we just regroup, buy all of our upgrades, buy all of our final items, and then just look for a final fight.
I feel like that's a mistake from Silent Assassins here, because this game has a chance to go to Elder, and I personally, if I'm a winning team, I don't want a game to go to Elder. You don't want to give the enemy team that chance. Then again, they haven't really lost a team fight in the last 15, not 15, be generous, probably in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're feeling good right now, but I think there's never a better time to strike as a team that is as a team
has
that's
to be now.
behind.
I want to get some
Yeah.
guesses. How much AP does Vigar have? Without looking.
Well, how much
1.2 1.2k.
Okay.
I want to say more. I want to say like 1800.
1,500 ability power. Specifically.
Okay, we were both.
15
Oh, he went. Okay, he went Banshee's Veil, so he's gonna have a little bit less.
Yeah, now we are going to see the white pools of blood. Going to be the recipient of a dark matter. You gotta be careful with those. But Soul's going to take so much damage.
So,
Ezreal's going to
yes,
find the
roll.
shutdown.
Beautiful snipe.
On. They can't end.
They can't end until they're able to catch, Commotion and Mighty Fool, because they'll just keep poking you as long as they're alive.
Yeah.
And they're credit to them. That Baron fight was maybe the only time Mighty hasn't immediately buffered out of whatever CC was thrown at him. And so, and the question I guess for Silent Assassins would probably be asking themselves is, how many more times is that can happen until we can end the game? Commotion absolutely seems to be allergic to be getting caught out. Really trying not to cast a curse this one. Just calling it how it's been so far.
Yeah. This game is the long haul. That is for sure. Most... I think both 80 carries and mid laners are full. Yeah? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Everyone else is Zenith, for the most part.
Yeah, Yon's close, Soul's close,
Chewie's
close.
Oodles probably has a chunk of money at 1,800 in their pocket.
If this fight doesn't end the game, I think ooh, are both teams full build?
This is so sneaky.
They tried, but I don't think they're gonna get it. It's very They're trying. They're using Kaiji as bait, which I think is messed up. But you know, you got to put your most attractive. You got to put one of your most attractive.
Oh,
pieces out
purple's
there.
got the shield down though.
Yeah. Sneaky.
So promotion's
Uh-oh.
really
Oh, a
gonna
little
start.
too far.
Oh. Sneaky
Oh,
lives.
survives
Take
it.
it. Yeah, that's
Wow.
good. Oh, it's the Death Dance. Very important.
Oh, life save, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Death Stance definitely stays in there. That is
And
going
that
to be
means-
Detective Purple's ult and Kaiju's ult as well. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if MTS wants a chance to win a fight, it's got to be right now.
Yeah, and Detective Purple's taking a bunch of damage, has his Zanya's, and will need to drop it if things get dire. But it seems like both teams are just going to pull back. They're going to take the gold that they're being given, and it is... Apobi, you had it right when you said we are in for the long haul. Neither of these teams want to lose, and that means very different things for the both of them. It means that Silent Assassins is not gonna overstay. They're not gonna let themselves sit around and get poked to death. But we're here. 40 seconds.
Yep. Elder Dragon coming on up. I don't know how you get this if you're MTS other than a big old steal.
Yeah. And here's the thing. It's a weird thing to say, but if MTS and this Elder, if MTS get it, that matters so much more than if Silent Assassins were to get. Obviously, Silent Assassins in the game, but if MTS get it, the poke is more lethal than it was just a little bit ago. Kaiji's leading the charge here.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna find a team fight. That Horizon goes down. A beautiful ultimate goes over the top, but we are seeing a base fight on the back end. Soul going over into the back of the enemy team will get taken down, but Poodle the Blood
Ice
can't
is
stop the
over.
Yone and the cheeky
And
back
I'm
door.
icy.
Solidifies
Ice just
Silent
says no.
Assassins in the playoffs. And
Yep.
yeah,
Beautiful end.
What a game.
what a game.
Mm-hmm. What a game indeed.
Yeah, Vygar just look at that damage, 47,000 damage. I mean, whew. Commotion was 64,000 though.
Mm-hmm. And that means Silent Assassins will get to play suboptimal gaming in playoffs. Meanwhile, that also means Headphone Warnings will be playing Twimpus Flame. So fun things starting up. 64K. Wowza.
Yeah. Is going to be quite a bit there. Okay, well, do we want to do interviews or do we want to just call it?
Yeah, we can bring someone in.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got to go, but I do trust you both with the interviews.
Sounds
Well, thank you.
good.
Right on.
I'm going to do a quick interview because I've been streaming for a minute here, but if someone from Silent Assassins wants to go ahead and do an interview, talk briefly about the game. I do see 3 of them, so I don't know which one wants to come on.
I don't see anything in community.
Let me just keep them. I have to just see.
See if they're able to supply anyone for us.
Well, I see
But-
4 of them. I just don't know which one Kaiji wants to.
Okay.
All right, Kaiji,
There we go.
welcome to the broadcast. Congratulations on your series win. Talk us through how you were feeling looking at that 13-0 Ziggs and what it took to come back in that last game.
Sorry, I had the stream open. I heard double audio. Would you be able to repeat that?
Yeah, so talk to us about how you were feeling that last game, looking into that 13-0 Ziggs and just thinking, what was your path from there mentally to get back and how, how did you accomplish it?
Just based off game one, I knew that we played the map better than them, and we scaled really hard with Jinx and Vagar. So I had a feeling as long as we could just keep the game going, we had a fighting chance, and we just out macroed them.
Yeah, I mean, early game they got a couple of objectives, but as the game went on, you guys were able to just play it safe. Let them make mistakes, let them give you the area to take these this gold. You guys were able to take the Baron when they had gone for the dragon stacking. You guys were able to start using that pressure to then take the other dragons.
Yeah. I don't remember who it was. It was kind of a team decision, I feel. I may have been either Cryptic or Perp that made the call for us to just flip the map. Like if they want to get the dragon, we'll get the Baron. If they want the Baron, we'll get the dragon. It was only their soul point, so it was definitely worth getting the Baron. I believe our inhib was down to mid, so it helped us defend the base and just get gold, and they weren't able to end the game.
Gotcha.
All right, well then, just one more question for you here. Talk to me about your pick ban here for a moment. Specifically, I want to know who's that? Is that fiddle ban directed at someone in particular?
We had someone helping us with the draft. I want to be honest, I did not scout for this team at all. I just went with what I was just being told. I thought that their jungler played fiddle. That's what I was under the impression of, but
Cool.
it worked out. So whether or not they played fiddle was fine.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win. I believe you're locked third, or at least this puts you in third as far as the current standings go for Economy Group A. Anyone you want to shout out, Coach? Any helpful people, supporters?
Yeah, Vega. Vega was the one that helped us with the draft. We really appreciated the tips and just the notes between games. Perp played very well. Game 2 as well. He was just one-shotting Ezreal anytime Ezreal showed and kept catching people with his cage. It was really good. His full combo plus my rocket just killing people. So he played great. Good mental.
All right.
Nice. Glad to hear you guys are working well together, or are able to make these plays together.
I'm excited to see what happens comes playoffs. I will send you back your. All right. We are also going to do a quick, brief interview with the jungler from the losing team, MF to Sneaky. Welcome to the broadcast. So tell us how you're feeling after that last series.
I feel good considering first game with the team, and we aren't really the best, but we try.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, that's all that matters. You play to have fun. You play to try and make the game interesting.
yeah. So I mean, the Jarvan ults were looking good with the Ziggs bombs, the Ezreal ults coming over the top. Can you talk to me a little bit about draft? Are you a Fiddlesticks main?
No, so I think whoever had the fiddle was for like our ADC, but no, I am a Jarvan OTP basically.
Interesting. So, is it one of your you've been playing it for for the beginning, or was this a character you recently picked up this season?
I've been playing it since I think I joined this season I think I joined this league like 2 seasons ago. So I've been playing it for a while.
Nice. So you felt despite the outcome, you still felt comfortable on your plays, and you felt comfortable on what you can make happen.
Oh, very.
Yeah, because we saw a lot of excellent Jarvan ults, especially in the beginning of this last game. You were able to catch like 3-4 of them together and start a play to happen.
Yes. Early they were kind of like grouped together, so it's easier for ults, and then we kind of got later, which really sucked since they were a scaling team, which was ultimately our downfall.
Yeah, you guys were just the second you guys would try and go in, they just scale too hard, and they would just start popping you guys, especially once Infernal Soul came through.
Yeah, it was either whoever got Infernal won the game.
Yeah, because if you guys got it, then the Ezreal and the Ziggs pots would just be too much.
Yes.
Yeah, no, great games, great great both games, both the whole series. You guys fought very well. Is there anyone that you guys want to give a shout out to?
Um, do our commotion, our mid laner.
Motion played very
Yeah.
excellently that game. Well, thank you very much for the interview.
Yes.
That is gonna do it for us tonight here at the Low Budget LCS. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And Full Metal, why don't you go ahead and take us out with your classic catchphrase?
Same as last time. You win game, you win the series, you win the LBLCS season. That's all it takes. That's all you gotta do. You guys got this. Now let's go and head on over. Are there any other good streams going on tonight?
Oh, that's actually a great question. I'm in mod view, and when I'm in mod view, I can't see other channels. So let's go to regular view. I don't see any League streamers.
Yeah, I'm checking as
I do
well.
see Donkey.
Okay.
That not a League content creator anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just see. Is there any like wholesome looking, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for now. I'm looking at just
I like Fiction. Fiction's good.
where's this?
Fiction's I think he's a challenger ADC.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Sure. All right. Okay. Let's do that. All right, gamers. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. That is going to be all. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your weekend. I think we might have some more streams to come.